Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to be entertained once again by the suaveness of Sunday Night Live. The enchanting, awesome Lydia is in with the chat this evening, along with the sound of common sense of Sir Stephen, and the zenness of the Cyber-Raiden should be present later, along with the sweet badassery of Win the Rogue. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sunday Night Live, episode 126. There's a fair few things that's going to be talked about this evening, some of which to name is covering the thing that happened to Rick Moranis recently.
Oh no.
Oh no.
A couple of Mr. Beast videos. One video that I don't really feature too much from this guy because I don't want to make it feel like I'm purposely just trying to like rip off his work or anything, but Clayton Fiorati made a very interesting point of why Jurassic World 3 is so important to the original Jurassic Park, which that will get covered a little bit later. And Carmela is blasting fans already for her new persona. I'm going to get very candid about that in a little while, but let's just say I'm not entirely impressed with what she has to offer, because personally I didn't see anything wrong with what she was already doing. And there's a couple of things with regards to video games and the Back to the Future Gigawatt figure.
Ooh.
And apparently a Batman producer wants to get a standalone Joker-styled Mr. Freeze movie going. I don't know. I don't know if I can see that working. Still no Raiden. I'll just put the message in. Might turn the jazz down ever so slightly because that is coming across as quite loud. There we go. It's not too overbellowing. Sean Retro is in the audience tonight. Say hi to Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Hello.
Let's get started on one article and then we'll go on to other topics as and where applicable. Xbox Series X pre-orders are being delayed. Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S pre-orders are being delayed, or at least some of them. Both next-gen consoles are set to release November 10, priced at $500 and $300 respectively. Last month, the first round of pre-orders went live with retailers like Amazon, GameStop, Best Buy, Walmart, Game, and EB Games all participating. And as you expect, it was very hard to get a pre-order in. Though maybe not as hard as it's been to get a PS5 pre-order. That said, even if you manage to get an Xbox Series X pre-order in, you may not get the console at launch. UK retailer Shopto has begun to inform customers that it will not be able to fulfill every Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S pre-order at launch. More worrying than this, the retailer doesn't even note how much pre-orders could be delayed. Some retailers have warned PS5 pre-orders may not be fulfilled all the way until 2021. For now, there's no word pre-orders will take this long to fulfill on the Xbox Series X side of things, but it's possibly not on the table. Shopto isn't the only retailer that's warned of this issue either. Amazon has also sent its customers emails warning that the massive retailer may not be able to fulfill all Xbox Series X pre-orders on the day of release, and if Amazon, the world's biggest retailer with the most shipping resources, is anticipating this problem, then is going to be a problem for every retailer. As for the next big round of Xbox Series X pre-orders will open, who knows? That said, perhaps your best bet to play the console on the day of release is to buy it in an actual store on the day of release rather than pre-order it on ahead of time. The Xbox Series and Xbox Series X are set to release worldwide on November 10th. For more coverage on both next-gen games and all things Xbox, click here or check the relevant links below. If there was a drinking game for the amount of times Xbox Series X is mentioned, most of us would have been wasted by now.
Bad liver damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just ask the character of Charlie Harper. Cone82 asks, how's everyone? Doing just fine. Sean, maybe some people are still pre-ordering the Xbox One? No, I don't think we're that far behind, dude. Dan says, hi MJ, are you, in the words of Brentafloss, don't ever buy a console at launch? No, that's actually very sound advice, because if we've seen anything from history with the likes of PS3, PS4 being launched, and to the subsequent 360 and the Xbox One, leave it until say 3 to 4 months after the launch, because then you're going to see some titles that you're actually looking to get. There's bound to be some discounts on the actual hardware, and well, like as I just mentioned, particularly how Sony didn't exactly release the PS4 in the most resounding of fashions, where there was no major titles that people wanted. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna leave it for a while, because I didn't get my Xbox One until about, I want to say until about 2017, only because that's when Sonic Mania was coming out, and I left it until prices had come down, and well, the last time I actually ever bought a console on release date in this country was the Dreamcast. And yes, I am aware I'm kind of showing my age there a little bit, but the point still stands. Not really surprised. The only thing that I'm critical of, some of you may agree, some of you may disagree or be indifferent, but I feel like it's jumping up to the next generation a little too soon. I only say that on the basis of, if you look at the bar that was set for the generation of the 360 and the PS3 respectively, they ran for about a good 10 to 11 years. Because all they would do is just send like software updates that would actually help games and help the hardware. So I don't see the necessity to abandon the PS4 and the Xbone era this quickly, because 4 years is nothing in the lifespan of a games console. If they had left it another 2 to 3 years, I'd say fair enough, but 5 years, I don't know. I've rambled on long enough. Lids, your 2 cents.
Considering the fact that the only the only console I own is the Switch, and I'm not really a big on the whole Xbox. All of the whole console war things is just kind of frustrating. But yeah, I do agree that they are starting to launch the new consoles way too soon, considering the fact, especially with the pandemic that's currently happening, is just
Yeah.
not the best idea to do that. But again, they can do whatever the heck they want. They need our money apparently, but I have no dog in this fight. I just say how I feel. I honestly have no opinion either way, but just it is what it is.
Okay. So, Steve.
I'm just thinking about it because we live in a common economy nowadays where it's supply and demand, and I'm just wondering with the whole COVID situation, is it because they're going to have a shortage of staff that are going to be able to get the product to the customers, or is it just too many people putting in too many orders at once?
Yeah.
I think that's a case of what's happened. They've had cases in the past where people have tried to book so many orders on things, and it's just crashed the system.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Like, it happens every year when it comes to any Comic-Con or exclusive toys. People try and spam the website trying to get their pre-orders in, and then boom, they're all gone and the system crashes.
Yeah, I think what you said there is actually pretty sound and makes very good sense. Dan's just said, "Hey MJ, hey, did you know there's a Megatron figure that transforms into a Sega Genesis? Segatron, Sega does what Nintendo don't. Prime."
Yes.
Only Dan, folks. Only Dan.
Of course.
Where is Raiden? He's not usually... Unless he's doing stuff.
I hope he's okay.
Couldn't help but notice that Oni was online earlier.
Oh, he was. He was talking to me.
Oh.
Well, in the absence of Raiden and Win, we're not going to get into not into too much of a personal thing, folks, but Win might be only in briefly this evening. Not going to say the specific reasons, but let's just say she didn't really get much sleep last night, so we won't go into that too much further. And I'm just looking at the date today. It's actually been a full year since I bruised my ribs this time last year.
Ow!
Oh god, that is one period of 8 weeks I never want to relive.
Oh no.
And the irony, because I was going off to watch Joker that day. Steve, you may sort of recognize this location. You know the bridge that connects the third floor of the galleries in Bristol to Castle Park?
I think I do, yes.
There's a steel plate that connects the bridge to that particular entrance. Friday, October 4, just a little afternoon, and I was just out in Castle Park having just filmed the preview for Joker. Walking up to said third floor, never had any issues before. I put my foot on the steel plate and my foot went from underneath me, landed right knee first, and then landed onto the left side of my rib cage. And to say, to say that I had the wind knocked out of me was an understatement, because first of all, I felt like I had, made like a really bad stitch or something, and there was a young family there that was, the father was very nice enough to actually pull me back up. And dude, if you happen to be listening to this, if I never said thank you to you before, I'm saying thank you to you now, because I think if it had been left to me, I doubt very much I would have gotten back onto my feet without making more of an ass of myself. After that, went down to Game just outside of the galleries and picked up the 10th anniversary of the Ghostbusters video game, which they say it's a remaster. I didn't really see anything that improved on it. And people are like, shouldn't you go to the, like the hospital of what you just had? I'm like, dude, I'm off to watch Joker. Like, it's one of the very few days off I had left, and my knee was fine once I'm able. It's like, like whenever you have like a minor injury, like you've just strained a muscle or something, that it's difficult to get certain movements going, but once you've got a momentum going and you've got a little bit of adrenaline flowing in it, it masks the pain. I felt like if I didn't have to go up any steps, or provided I could just go up an escalator or go in an elevator, I'd be fine. But it was just any time I had to go up steps or go down, I'd always be sort of wincing every time I'd have to lift the knee up, put it down. It's just like, this is gonna sting. But after like, a couple of movements, it's just like, okay, we've got a little momentum going, I'm able to start moving. The knee only took about maybe 3 to 4 days before it was fully healed, because a bummed knee is a bummed knee. I mean, that'll heal in no time. The ribs, however, when I was sat in the audience watching Joker, I had to almost think twice about any single movement I was going to make, and anytime there was like a humorous moment, like no, can't do that yet, can't do that. And where I was sat down, I was fine.
Did you miss me?
Of course we did.
Yeah.
And where I was sat in the theatre, when I'm just sat stationary for a while, it doesn't bother me so much, but the moment I try to start standing up after watching that movie, I thought, this is gonna sting, and it felt like somebody had put a red hot poker into the side of my rib cage around that time. So sleeping was gonna be fun for at least a good month or so, because anytime I tried to lie on my side, I'd be like, no. It's like that one episode of 2.5 Men where Charlie would try to put one of his legs over one of the other, and because his doctor had a rather firm grasp of his examination in that particular episode, he's like, no, can't do that yet. So
Alright.
So yeah, this time last year, that was not fun to be me, because I had to slow everything down. Walking pace, going up steps.
Oh, one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Are we off air or are we on air?
We are on
We are on air.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So like I say, I had to slow everything down. Anything from just the simple basic stuff in the morning, like anytime I would go to sit up, I would take a couple of deep breaths just to be like, you notice it's going to sting, but the quicker you do it, the quicker it's done with. And just the first thing in the morning, that was hell. I don't think it was until maybe halfway through the first week of November is when the pain has gotten to that point where it's subsided so much that it's still there, but you're able to function properly at long last. So you're not constantly trying to wince just for every single movement that you will be making and have already made. So yeah, this time last year, don't ever want to relive that ever again. And I say this to anybody that has ever bruised their ribs. I feel your pain, literally and figuratively and physically. I feel your pain, because you don't ever want to go through that. And since Raiden's here, because I was hoping to save this for him before he got in, I'm going to pause the jazz music, although there is going to be a word of jazz in this. Right, let me just get the damn commercial out of the way. Yes. Right. I never thought I would see this day again. He went back to the house.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wonder where it actually is.
I don't know, but you're going to see the actual inside of this particular house. And also, what is up with Will? This boy does not age.
Like I say before, fountain of youth.
Mm-hmm.
Also money. But I doubt he did anything to his face.
To be
That
fair,
too.
And that's 0-0.
To be fair with some people, it's very difficult to tell. I mean, as Wynn once said, Kate Beckinsale, she had very subtle facial surgeries and, cosmetics done. And there's other ones you can tell a mile away. I mean, look at what David Hasselhoff's done to himself with Botox and what have you. With Will, if he has had anything done, it doesn't look like he's had anything done. Alright, in 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
What?
I forgot the cue. My bad.
Alright.
I'm at 0.
Me too.
Same.
3, 2, 1, play. I like the fact that jazz is there as well.
Yeah.
Bam! The iconic house from Bel Air will soon be available on Airbnb.
LA County residents who live in the same household will be able to book a one-night stay in the household from the 90s TV show.
The experience is listed at only $30 a night.
That's crazy.
That'd be so amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd want a bigger house than.
Where is that house actually located?
I would like to say...
Yeah, man.
Whoa.
He's gonna go in?
I mean, are you nervous?
I was wondering if they're gonna do that gag where they throw jazz out.
Yes! I was
Please
thinking
do.
the same thing.
I want it.
Like we did with the place.
Hello!
Oh, wow.
Damn!
Alright, I'll stay. I know it's supposed to be for other people, but I need this for myself. Those
That
are
looks
original.
gorgeous.
Like,
Yep.
this is a very cool idea.
That's trash.
Really?
Add it up.
This the high society, son. That's the one right there,
That's
though.
it. Yep.
Okay, I like that.
Hey, I remember that jacket.
That's the original. Yeah, there's a.
Oh, them
there
Jordans.
we go. That's crazy. And then they did the version.
If you go see the prices of Jordans in any
Oh, there you go.
online
Yeah,
store,
yeah, there
it's
you
crazy.
go. So they didn't even have the strings. They came with the straps. So I was rocking them like that.
Ooh, whoops.
Still the fresh one.
Toss him out the house.
Drive up to walk through the door and
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it has beautiful nostalgic value.
I'd like to take a dip in that pool.
Yeah.
I'm thinking is we will, can you hear me?
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Huh?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So what I was thinking,
Tuesday. Whoa.
what, man? Well, go ahead somewhere. Stop sniffing around my cousin. She's not interested in you.
Man, I'm worried about you.
Go ahead somewhere.
Oh, what the hell?
Nice trick of the camera.
Holy shit!
If only Uncle Phil was here.
I know.
I know.
Yeah.
Their Airbnb.
He's their spirit, though.
The house, so they've changed it around.
Does it come with a butler?
Well, that's apparently how it does.
Say what you will about her betrayal. That Metro Reed looks pretty good. It's good. It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Wow.
I'm just happy Will and Janet Huber finally buried that hatch because, good lord, that feud's been going on for years.
Speaking of
Oh,
Uncle Phil.
Ah. See, he's there in spirit.
So people can come and
I tossed Jess out the house. Come on.
What is up
Please.
with Tatiana? She has not aged a day.
Same goes for Karen Parsons.
Pool house. They got all the Jordans over here. Long line of the fresh.
Also, Joseph Marcel is looking very distinguished with the gray hair.
Yep.
Represents all that the Banks
As long as he's still a savage,
represented,
that's
you
all we
know, it's
need.
like all of the hopes and all of the dreams and all of the possibilities, being able to grow and excel in the world, being able to have family and love, make mistakes and not get punished for it, and get caught by somebody who cares about you, and building and elevating in the world. Like that image represents an oasis and a ladder to become whatever the greatest version of yourself is. Like that's what that image represents to me. Will Smith, out.
How come Alfonso couldn't be there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go, Jeffrey.
Yeah. But they didn't have Jet throwing Jazz out the house.
Aw, I'm disappointed.
0 stars. No, I'm just playing. It was a good video though.
Mm.
Konai2 says, "Oh yeah, I remember hearing about this. Will might have made a deal with the MIB. Wow, this looks cool. God rest his soul, James Avery. Yeah.
Ah. Los Angeles, California. That's where it is.
Nice. But then again, Bel Air is within the, Los Angeles region, so... But no, I came across this video a few days ago. I thought it would be of reasonable discussion, so all I'm gonna say is, with regards to this, is real nice trip down memory lane. Anything from the decor to the architecture of the house, and seeing some of Will's throwbacks from around that time. I mean, it's very 90s, but that's the point, because it did start in 1990, so yeah, just a nice trip. Just a nice trip, and seeing most of the surviving cast. And it's like I say, Catherine Parsons and Tatiana Ali is like, girls, what are you taking? Because you've hardly aged. Although I will say I probably favored Tatiana Ali more in the end, only because she didn't have Hillary's ego, that sort of vanity. She just basically wanted to be more like Will, just be free-spirited and just be able to sort of go by her own charisma and just make friends of her own without being like part of high society, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I lean towards Tatiana today because well, and Raiden can appreciate this, Tatiana's cute. Really, dude? No word for that?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. What was that?
I said, like Raiden, I kind of lean towards Tatiana today because, well, she's cute.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Even though I kind of had a little bit of a crush on Hillary at that time, but yeah, Ashley over Hillary all day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think for a lot of fans, probably as for the characters, is when you get to that point in the series where you start accepting that Ashley's not the little girl anymore. She was growing up, particularly when she was going on double dates with Will, and Will's noticing Ashley's date doing things he was doing, and he's just like, I'm not so sure I'm that comfortable with this, which then led to that situation with her belting out that Aretha Franklin number, when it was supposed to be like a Valentine's Day, with Carlton of all things trying to get things sparked between Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil. I just like that moment where he goes, for anniversary, we're going to Paris. Oh, that's next week. Oh, really? Oh, I love Uncle Phil, but at times he could be a goofball. But that's James Avery for you. There are times where, he's very profound, very serious, and then there's other times where you just sort of like pulling that face like Will do, like, oh really now? It's like, what you trying to say there? Aaron is ours in the chat. Hey, Aaron. But now, long tangent. Really enjoyed the video. Brought back a few pleasant memories. Raiden, go.
It looks amazing. House itself, is just picture perfect. I don't know. If I had the chance, I would definitely live there for a weekend. The whole thing itself is a giant throwback the right way. Better than all the stuff, all the remakes, or just shameless rehashes you see every time. So with this, and it involves half the original cast, is just you know it's going to be good. So video itself's great. Everyone looked good. First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much my stance.
Let's.
I think Disco may be acting up again.
Oh, no, sorry. I accidentally put myself on mute. But no, I actually thoroughly enjoyed the video. It's nice seeing the cast interact with one another. I mean, we're missing Alfonso. That's a little disappointing, but he's a busy guy, so. But all in all, I did enjoy the video. It's nice to see the inside of that house. even though we've only seen the inside of it because of sets and stuff like that. But it's nice to see the inside of it. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a really good video.
The only other thing that was missing, Jazz was not being thrown out.
Yes.
Thank you. I was about to say that. I forgot. Yeah, I kind of missing that. Did you hear that? Ah!
Hard to think. Over the 6 seasons that show was on the air, that was just like the same footage just being reused over and over, because whenever they would get to that scene, they would always make sure that beforehand he was wearing the same getup. Now on the one hand, that's kind of lazy, but the other part of it is the way it was done for that one particular shot. It's just like, it's what everyone remembers, and it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So Stephen.
Really great video. It's really great to see the actual location. I wouldn't mind staying there for a weekend.
Yeah.
Plus the pool.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Be nice for like a vacation party.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Ko92 says the house looks in pretty good condition after all these years. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say so. Right. Alright. Now we're going to deal with some stupid.
Oh dear.
Goody!
I feel
Yay!
he's talking.
Should I go get some aspirin?
Carmella blasts WWE fans who are already criticizing her new persona. After being absent from television since Money in the Bank, Carmella made her return to WWE television on this week's Friday Night SmackDown by revealing she was the mystery woman being featured in vignettes for the past few weeks. And while many fans were happy to see her back, the former women's champion was bombarded by comments on social media for criticizing her new untouchable gimmick, comparing it previous glamorous gimmicks like Emelina and Eva Marie. Been off TV and out of the public eye for 5 months. I come back for one night and the amount of negative comments I see just based on my looks alone is disgusting. I forgot what a toxic place social media can truly be. Thank gosh I know what a hot beep I am. She also shot down the idea she was out of action because she got a nose job. No nose job here, just my natural schnoz. I'm Italian and a lady wrestler. Your face is perfect. Your face is perfect, though. Carmella explained in her return promo that she forgot who she was and a little lost along the way. As photos of her working as a babyface alongside R-Truth flashed on the screen, the promo made it pretty clear that she's a heel again. Carmella and Truth were unceremoniously split up last year as part of the 2019 draft. The former champion then started work on SmackDown in a tag team with Dana Brooke before her sudden departure from TV. Here's the thing. I don't like her current persona because it's the generic, oh, you people don't support me anymore. I'm gonna be all glamorous and turn my back on you. It's like, yeah, we've seen this from Lita, we've seen this from Trish, we've seen this from Victoria, we've seen this from Tori, Stacy, every women's wrestler and talent that you can think of. And it's not original, it's generic, cliche, predictable, boring, passe. Think of any buzzword you can think of that just makes it sound bad. I did not have a problem with the Princess of Staten Island gimmick because that was her. You can tell when people are being genuine because it shows in them. This ain't genuine. This ain't Carmella. And I know you got to evolve your characters over time, but there's turning them into something they're not. And with this, saying untouchable, there was only one other WWE superstar that had the gimmick of untouchable, and that was actually part of his rap Titantron entrance theme in 2003. Of course, I am referring to John Cena, because in the first couple lines goes, "So, you think you're untouchable?" Which, by the way, I actually missed that Titantron entrance. That needs to come back. I'm not digging her gimmick change, because now she's just another pretty face when she should be focusing on just being damn entertaining in the ring to watch. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not to say that I don't think Carmella's cute or anything, because I think she's gorgeous, but I was okay with the slightly 80s tomboyish look that she had going. She's just being like another heel diva or women's wrestler. It's not fresh, it's not original, and quite frankly, I'm a little bit disappointed, but not surprised, because this is what McMahon likes to go for. Vince, we've said this once so many times now, but this, we're saying this now like it's losing all meaning. Please just retire. Heck, put Raiden in charge for a month. He'll do in 1 month what you can't do in a single decade. Actually make your content watchable.
And I have so many ideas, you don't even know.
And he's gonna go, first for you, Mr. Lesnar. Evil grin. It's like, oh no, what's he gonna make me do? I know what Lid.
Oh.
I know what Lid.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
Put him in an elimination chamber match. Have him lose the world title and have him take a break until the Rumble. And then lose again, and then Mania lose again. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah. Lids, you digging the gimmick change, or like me, do you think it's really passe what they're making Carmella do?
I have two minds about it. Well, first of all, finding out that the mystery woman is Carmella and not Eva Marie, thank the gods for that, because you wouldn't put it past Vince to bring that no talent hack back.
No, whoa. I'm gonna stop you there one time. That's too good for her.
Okay. But yeah, again, I'm of two minds about it. I'm glad that at least Carmella's back in the ring. Unfortunately, we're giving her a generic gimmick where she's acting like every other female heel wrestler. Here's a thought: try giving the freaking, like, you were fine when you were a heel as your original persona. You're perfectly fine as a chicken shit heel. We had no problems with that. Give us generic bullcrap where you try to turn her into Sable 2.0. Actually, 3.5. I'm not sure how many times they ran through the Sable gimmick. The point is, just stick to what you're good at, Carmella, and that's being yourself. Don't have them push this watered down version of, oh, look at me, the fans hate me because of this. I don't fucking care. Good. Just go back to your original gimmick, or at least try to change it up a little, where you can add some evolution instead of this. That's just me.
Raiden? Mulligan, I don't give a fuck. Seriously. I mean, listen. With Carmella, listen, girl. Yes, and that's cruel. Yes, perhaps what they say is hurtful. But having a chance with this gimmick, like I said, I don't watch SmackDown. Well, aside from the woman rings and the Jordan Hill and the thing with Jay was actually really good. But like I said, Mulligan, pick rocks. I don't care. Let's move on.
Ko92 says, haven't we been saying to Vince for the last decade, we know nothing is going to happen?
Sad but true.
Yeah. Alright. Close that one off. Right, we're dealing with a somewhat actually this is a lot more serious article, so let me just stop the jazz for one moment and post the topic in. Rick Moranis attacked on New York City street. Actor Rick Moranis is recovering after an unprovoked attack on the Upper West Side, and the whole thing was caught on camera. The NYPD has confirmed that Moranis was attacked by a stranger on Thursday at 7:30 a.m. on Central Park West near 70th Street. As you can see in the footage, Moranis was simply walking by when the other person punched him in the head, and the force sent Moranis to the ground. Moranis, who is 67, went to the hospital afterwards and reported pain in his head, back and hip. After he was released, he then reported the crime at the police precinct. The attack can be seen in the video below, and the NYPD is calling on those who might know the attacker is to call or direct message them. We are wishing Moranis a speedy recovery, and you can get all the information below. I actually did go to have a quick look. They don't actually show the attack. They actually just showed the suspected person going by in that. Dan just said exactly, that's the right question right there. Why would anyone want to assault Rick Moranis? I don't get why somebody would do that to him unprovoked, because best to my understanding, Rick Moranis is, probably one of the nicest guys around in the acting world, and he's pretty much retired from acting, because I know that Sony have been knocking on his door for years to get him back into a Ghostbusters sequel, but he's quite happy doing whatever he's doing during retirement. So I don't know. Either way, regardless of why this person has done it, it's cowardly. And also, technically speaking, he assaulted a senior citizen. Now, I don't know why somebody would go and do that to Rick, but cowardice is cowardice, and I'm trying not to take too much of a personal thing on this, but if the person in question has any particular conscience whatsoever, go and turn yourself into the cops, because, again, you struck a senior citizen that did nothing to provoke this. I got nothing. But I will end my contribution on this. Rick, if you happen to be listening to this, I hope you are recovering well. I hope you don't lose your confidence to be able to go walking around on New York, because, that's your home. You should be able to feel safe walking around in your own city, and I hope you can go back around, feeling content and be able to walk the streets with a smile on your face. I don't think I can say it any nicer than that. So, yeah, just get well, Rick. So, Stephen.
That kind of thing really disgusts me.
You too, huh?
Yeah. Regardless if it's a celebrity or not, there is no reason for that kind of outburst of anger on a complete stranger.
Nope.
I hope they find him and bring him to justice.
Yep.
I've got nothing more to say, otherwise, because if I continue to go on, I might lose my temper, and I don't want to do that.
No, that's why I try to keep mine as short, clear, and concise as possible. Raiden? Oh dear.
Oh shit.
Yikes.
Oh, no, oh, don't worry. I'm just clearing my throat. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And it's a damn shame. Nice guy like Rick Moranis who left the biz, to take care of family. He got some asshole trying to just, I don't know, play God and just attack and say, "Hey, I attacked Rick Moranis. Look at me." Yeah. Do that, you get exposed. So, you know what they say, bitches get stitches. So, all I gotta say, that's basically what I gotta say. I'm not the type to say condemn, like, oh, you should do this, oh, you should do that. Like, nah. You know what they say. Karma's a bitch, and that bitch is gonna bite back hard for the guy. So, you're fucked, buddy. You are absolutely fucked.
Lydia. Uh-oh.
The fuck is wrong with you? Why the hell would you attack Wayne Zelinsky? How fucking dare you? You don't attack a person who's a senior citizen because you want to, oh, hey, look at me, I attacked Rick Moranis. You do realize that every single person that loves this man will come after you and come get you. Even Captain America wants your head. Oh, seriously, Chris Evans actually tweeted about that shit.
Seriously? Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah. There was a response to that tweet where it's a gif from Endgame where it's like, let's get that son of a bitch. Yeah, you fucked up. You fucked up, you idiot. I hope they throw the fucking book at you because you have just, not only have you committed a crime, you've been found guilty by public opinion, by the jury of public opinion. Because you do not attack a man who's in his 70s because you just feel like it. No. You deserve whatever you're going to get, and you better pray that I don't get my hands on you. Because if you've seen Taken, I will rip you apart. Saying.
Mental note, do not ever knock over Lydia's coffee. Okay. Got that subject covered, but as we say, Rick, get well soon, buddy. Hope you're doing okay. Okay. Aaron says he retired to look after his family after his wife became ill. Konaitu says, glad to hear Rick is alright. Whoever did this coward attack gets what he deserves. And Sean says, we need the people busters. Points to those who gets that. We get it, dude. We get it. Let's see. Here we go. Let's go into... Longtime Batman producer wants Mr. Freeze to get a Joker-style standalone movie. Michael E. Uslan says the Batman the Animated Series episode Heart of Ice would serve as a great story to turn into a Joker-like movie. He would love to see Mr. Freeze get his own supervillain origin story in the vein of the Joker, especially if the Heart of Ice episode of the animated series is used for inspiration. Starting with Tim Burton's 1989 Batman movie with Michael Keaton in the lead role, Uslan has been serving as an executive producer for every modern movie about the Caped Crusader. That includes the Lego Batman movies, Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight, and The Batman with Robert Pattinson. Uslan knows a thing or two about Batman's adversaries as well. He served as an exec producer for last year's Joker, which undeniably proved just how successful supervillain origin movies can really be. Speaking about the movie in a virtual From Batman to Joker panel from Wizard World, Uslan addressed how there are great possibilities for other DC villains to be explored in their own Joker-style projects. Addressing which supervillain he'd personally like to see get a movie, Uslan pointed to Batman's chilliest foe, though he also made it clear there are no plans for a Mr. Freeze movie. One of my favourite episodes of Batman the Animated Series, which I absolutely love, dealt with Mr. Freeze and the loss of his wife. The empathy, the emotions that created, I'm putting my fanboy hat on, not my producing hat. This has nothing to do with any plans, it's just that, as a fanboy, I could see taking the iteration of Mr. Freeze and doing something amazing with his backstory. Mr. Freeze might be Uslan's personal choice, but he also mentions that many other great options that a Joker-style movie could delve into. It doesn't matter if it's Scarecrow, Riddler, Catwoman, Penguin. No, we already had a Catwoman origin movie and that didn't do so well. They're so juicy.
You don't talk about that movie.
No, we do
No,
not.
no.
Part of their success has been their mystique, where the I's have been dotted and the T's haven't been crossed. It allows filmmakers and writers to come in and take it to places that's never been taken before. Heart of Ice, the first Batman series episode to feature Mr. Freeze, fully explores the backstory of the character. As revealed in the episode, Mr. Freeze is really Victor Fries, a cryogenic scientist who refreezes his terminally ill wife until he can find a cure for her condition. A lab accident results in Freeze's transformation into Mr. Freeze, leaving him unable to survive unless his body is kept in sub-zero conditions. The acclaimed episode won the Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Writing in an Animated Program, serving as one of the most memorable supervillain origin stories in DC lore. As Uslan stated, there are no concrete plans for Mr. Freeze to get his own movie at this time. Considering the success of Joker last year, there is still a good chance we'll be seeing more supervillain origin movies in the future. Let's just hope Mr. Freeze is one of the first in line. You can check out from the complete Batman to Joker panel courtesy of Wizard World Online. I would be very intrigued to see a Mr. Freeze origin movie, provided it's done right. And yeah, absolutely, Heart of Ice, you don't get writing like that for an animated series these days, where you still want to see the antagonist get locked up for what he's doing, but at the same time you're like, I'm not so sure I should be stopping him, because he's actually looking to gain some retribution. And the way that the late Michael Ansara voiced him, where there's literally, he's devoid of emotion and literally embodying this very cold and metallic vocal delivery. It's like I say, you actually felt for the character. And of course, we all learned from Batman that the best way to fight a cold is chicken soup. I still like the way that he actually throws that chicken soup flask at Mr. Freeze's visor, and it just cracks it open. It's just like, oh, who knew that Alfred's chicken soup remedy would actually pay dividends? I'd be open to the idea of a Mr. Freeze movie, but if you're going to play it serious, you gotta have somebody that can be passionate but then have the emotion drained from it. And I say James McAvoy.
That would not be a bad choice.
Yeah, I can see that.
I see that.
And the only reason I say this, because one of the original choices that they wanted to get for Mr. Freeze for Batman and Robin was Patrick Stewart. And because McAvoy is, as said, if they ever do a reboot of Star Trek Next Generation, he wants to play Picard, McAvoy would be an ideal candidate to step into not only fill Patrick Stewart's shoes as Picard, which those are not easy shoes to fill, but at the same time he's a gifted enough actor to where you could look at him and think, yeah, I can see him doing that. Those are my thoughts. Lydia, go.
I mean, I would love to see a take on Mr. Freeze's origin story in the vein of Joker. And yeah, I will agree with you. James McAvoy would be an excellent choice, considering the fact that not only as him as Professor X, he did a fantastic job. He's also shown incredible acting range. If you saw Split, where he played basically 5 different fucking characters in one person. If you've seen that movie, you understand what I mean. But yeah, I could definitely see a Mr. Freeze movie happening. I mean, I wouldn't like an origin story for every single one of his villains. It's just like, maybe 2 or 3 of them at least. Like, I would be. I wouldn't like to see a Poison Ivy origin story because we all remember what happened. What they did with her and Batman and Robin. We all remember that, don't we?
We're still trying
Yes,
to
unfortunately.
But yeah, I could definitely see a Mr. Freeze movie happening, and I'd be all for it. Go for it.
So, Stephen.
It does have potential, I have to say. Though, if for some reason I was thinking on the scientist angle, I somehow feel as though something like a almost Frankenstein-esque feel to the movie would help with the tone. I don't know why, but that's just me.
I can see that.
Because in his origin story, Freeze was so desperate in a way to find a cure for his wife that it kind of became his lifelong obsession in a way.
That's the thing, though. If you think there's, a chance that the one you love the most is gonna slip through your hands unless you do something, then you're pretty good at trying to move heaven and earth to be like, no, she's not dying on my watch. No, absolutely not. I know that in the animated series movie Sub-Zero, at the end they actually found a cure for her, but unfortunately it's kind of a bittersweet thing for him. He couldn't be there to see it, but she gets to live and have some normalcy whilst he's stuck as Mr. Freeze. I did like the fact that in Batman Beyond they did actually bring him back and actually allowed his character to have some closure. But I feel like whenever they brought any of Bruce's rogues into the story, on the one hand, yes, it's nice to see some of his gallery members come back, but it might have also been because they were a little bit short on ideas. I did like some of the one episode where they brought Talia al Ghul back, which it was
I know.
Oh yeah, I know.
Now, on one hand, it allowed Bruce to go back into action one last time. To prove that, after a visit to the Lazarus Pit, he could get some of his momentum. I would say mojo, but that could get taken a very different way these days. But to find out that Raish had taken over his daughter's body, it's like, okay, Raish, you are into some weird freaky stuff. It's like, none of that, dude. And to have at the end where Bruce is kind of having to say goodbye indefinitely to Talia because there was a thing between them in the animated series, but it was kind of like a Ross and Rachel or Scully and Mulder. It was an on and off thing again, whereas this time it's like, nope, this one's done and dusted. She's not coming back this time. And I just love the sass from Bruce where, he basically tells Ra's that you whimper in front of death, and you hit like a girl.
Oh, I love that line.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And the hair flip Raish does in Talia's body, like what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, you could tell
I'll
he's.
play too into this, and that's disturbing.
You're creeping me out. You? She kissed
Kiss
me.
Yeah.
That was a good episode.
Mm-hmm.
I did like the fact that he's like, Raish as Talia goes and says, "You're worried that, if Bruce becomes young again, he'll want to be Batman again." Well, I can tell you right now, I'm not wearing the Robin costume. No one wants to wear the Robin costume. Not even Raiden would want to wear the Robin costume. It's like, I don't want to be Robin Raiden or Raiden Robin.
It depends what version. It depends what version.
Red Robin?
That works.
But what if it was the one that Burt Ward wear?
No!
Nah, fuck that. Nah.
If it was the one from the first 2 seasons of the animated series where it's more like a ninja outfit, it's like, okay. But then again, less we say about Chris O'Donnell's costume in the 3rd act of Batman Forever. It's just like, no.
Nipples.
At nipples, no.
No. Just no. Who's not said their piece on a Freeze movie?
This guy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, if it, yeah, I mean, I would like it, but like Liz said, you can't do every movie with Batman's Rose Gallery. It's like you got luck. I don't want to say they got lucky with Joker, but you know what happens with Hollywood money. It's like I hope if it happens, they do it right. And honestly, if it was up to me picking Mr. Freeze character for a person who will play Mr. Freeze, you guys are gonna be shocked about this, but Mahershala Ali, for me at least.
Okay.
Ooh,
I don't know.
that's not a bad choice.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen what the guy can do in acting wise. He can play like a sympathetic character, and he would go crazy at a second. Like his Academy Award winning roles, and something about with that mixed with his ruthlessness that he brought playing Cottonmouth in Netflix's Luke Cage. That's something I would. I would, for me, if it was up to me, I would change the narrative, not just to put a blackface there, just to accentuate the character more by doing something different,
I feel ya.
So, because I've heard like one time, and off topic and Marvel wise, I think it was Marvel Knight Spider-Man, Doc Ock was black, and they did something different with the character. So something with that, I wouldn't mind seeing that, like how some people have changed people's gender, like for example in the Boys, Stormfront in the comics was a guy, now it's a chick. And now hearing her origin story in the last couple of episodes, I'm like, okay, yeah, no wonder you're fucked up. But yeah, like I said, with the Mr. Freeze movie, I would do something different with the character itself. I mean, yeah, keep him sympathetic, keep him ruthless. Also, get a little some cameo for Batman in the climax, especially that. Okay, for people who don't know, for Hearts of Ice, Ferris Boyle was the reason that he became Mr. Freeze, because his selfishness, not saving his wife, and all that. So you can't have a climax without Batman something with Batman So that's the way I would do it. If it actually. I mean, there's a thing you can do with villain origin movies. You gotta give more character, like they did with Joker. Now, Poison Ivy movie, I wouldn't mind, but that's just me and my sick, twisted mind. But anyway, yeah, that's how I would do it. And also, it was up to me. I would do a Harley Quinn Ivy movie, but Lord knows, me and Liz will love that. But yeah, that's the way I would do it.
If they were to do a Ivy and Harley Quinn movie, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I would actually like to see Rihanna playing Poison Ivy. And here's the thing, if they're gonna do, bring Harley in, part of me actually wants to see what you could do if you cast Alexa Bliss as Harley Quinn.
She would actually work.
I would love that very, very much. Start sweet as innocent, but then ruthless. Because I think I've said this time and time again, she works that angle so well in WWE. But that said, I would love to see her, get the biggest role of a lifetime that she would love to play. Not to mention she pulls the resting Bliss face real well.
Yeah. The reason I say for her is because it's not that I don't like Margot Robbie's portrayal. It's just
overdone
a little. I mean, I enjoyed what she did with Suicide Squad, but what little clips I did see of the Harley Quinn movie, well, they call it Birds of Prey. It's like, let's call it for what it is. It's Harley Quinn and her misfits, for lack of a better description.
Harley Quinn and friend.
Yeah. I don't know. I just felt like she was just kind of going through the motions and what have you. So give it to Alexa, only because it'd just be more intriguing, and she's been rocking the Harley Quinn look a little bit more with her ring gear. Me personally, I prefer Alexa as a face. That's just me though, because I prefer the faces in WWE. The only times I've been okay with quote unquote heel characters, I mean, let's call this for what it is. RVD during the Alliance may have been in the heel camp, but when you're getting fans chanting your name night in, night out, it's like, nah, man. You're not a heel, you're a face if you've got like an arena of 30,000 people chanting your name and going absolutely nuts for you. Another one that was quote unquote heel but got over with the fans after CM Punk dropped his pipe bomb. It's just like, no, it's like, I'm cheering for this guy because he's saying everything that I absolutely agree with. And what's disturbing is that promo turns 10 next year.
Blimey.
Jeez.
And it's the thing, I remember sitting around at my monitor around near the end of June last year, and everything he was saying in that, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is coming from a character I don't really like at this moment, but he's saying everything, and I mean everything, that's needed to have been said for the longest amount of time. And typical WWE, they did make the right choice in the end. They pushed him, to the moon and back, but then after Rock and Cena, Punk was like his title matches were like the second to third matches before the main event because Cena was shoved into the main event. It's just like, hey, this is your champion. You know, he represents your company. Shouldn't you be putting him last and what have you? And after he drops the title to Rock, he's kind of wandering around in obscurity for a while. It is what it is. Steve, did you get your say on the Mr. Freeze movie?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Okay. Yep, got that one done. Oh. It turns out, Sony kind of made a boo-boo.
Oh no, what are we do this time?
Oh, no. Not a mistake with regards to a bad way. They did something accidentally that pleased people.
Oh.
PlayStation accidentally makes popular PS4 game free.
What?
PlayStation makers Sony Interactive Entertainment have made a popular PS4 game for free for PlayStation Plus subscribers, but it looks like it may have been a mistake. Right now, as in at the moment of writing this, the PlayStation Store lists Bloodborne for free for PlayStation Plus subscribers. Now, some are reporting they've been able to add the game to their cart and purchase it this way. However, even more players are reporting that either they're unable to add the game to the cart or that the price changes at checkout. At the moment of publishing, it's unclear what's going on, but this is clearly a glitch in the system, and this isn't the first time this has happened this year. And every time before this, PlayStation has revoked the purchase for those that weren't able to capitalize on the system glitch and get said game for free. In other words, even if you're able to download Bloodborne for free right now, chances are you won't be able to keep it. There's currently speculation that this may mean the game will be free within next month's PlayStation Plus free games offering, but there's nothing there that suggests this. Previous games that have experienced this glitch were not included in the following month's free PlayStation Plus games. If this is a glitch in the system, it almost certainly is, and it will likely be addressed very quickly, or at least that's what's happened in the past. As for PlayStation, it hasn't commented on the development, and it may not. However, if you did get the game for free, expect to hear from Sony. Meanwhile, if Sony does provide any type of comment or address the situation, we will sure be able to update the story with the relevant and salient information provided. In the meantime, for more coverage on the PS4 and all things PlayStation, including the latest news, rumors and leaks, click here or check out the relevant links below. There's not really a lot to comment on with regards to that. I mean, Sony inadvertently made a game, for free, and people are capitalizing on it. Yeah, not really much to comment on, except if you wanted to play Bloodborne for the longest amount of time, here's your chance. Go for it.
May God have mercy on your soul.
Oh no!
Why is it that bad?
No, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's Bloodborne is known to be one of the most notoriously hard games to exist.
Yeah.
Well, before Sekiro came in.
Yeah. And Game 4-Star was known to play that game and turn it into a drinking game called Drunk Souls, and they got shit-faced like a lot.
Yikes.
Yeah. For people who don't know, Bloodborne is known to be a Souls game, and for definition, hard as fuck.
Eek.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
Steven, any thoughts with regards to this?
I think Sony at this point are going, oops. And that's all I got to say.
I'd be very concerned if they went, oops, I did it again, and started going all Britney Spears style on that. And I just given you nightmare fuel for the evening. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Oops, I did it again. Odie, stop that. Yes, although he doesn't like Britney, for whatever known reason. Because he happened to like make a comment on like Big Show said like, you know, Big Show like did a Britney's like, oops, I did, and I just went, oh baby, baby. He's like, shut up. So folks, if you don't want to annoy Oni with the Cartman thing, go all Britney Spears on him.
Please no.
Well, now I'm gonna keep that one to myself for a change. Liz is giving me that evil look, saying, "I'm watching you."
Please do not give him ideas. He scared me last night in his stream. Yet last night.
Yeah, he did.
What did
he did.
What did he do?
He well, basically we did like this role playing thing for Simulacra. We were pretending I found a phone on the floor, and then
I don't like where this is going.
It's not that kind of role playing. He just wanted to act out.
Gosh, for that.
Something involving
down from Twitch, if that were the case.
Okay. I was gonna say, as soon as you said Oni and roleplay, it's like, oh gosh, no, I don't like where this is going.
Oh dear Lord. Not that sort of roleplay.
Thank gosh. You go and say things like that, you have Raiden up and like, Oni and roleplay. I can't sleep. Oh hey Ash, how you doing? You got all quiet there, Raiden.
Yeah, just the fact is, dude, I've been in voice chats with the guy during Raw Down Rebound, and dude, that Knuckles, I think it was a Sonic.exe thing, or Knuckles.
Ugh.
Oh God,
No.
Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that. In my
Don't
life.
encourage him, please.
Oh god. Yeah.
What?
Raiden, thoughts on the fact that PlayStation kinda goofed in a good way?
I mean, that's definitely cool. That's definitely cool, especially, you know, I mean, it's an intentional accident playing a free game, but like I said before, may God have mercy on your soul when you try to play Bloodborne, because that shit is breaking your control worthy. It is a Souls game, and just like a Souls game, it'll make you pull your hair out on how hard it is. Is it a good game for what I saw? Yes, but like I said, may God have mercy on your soul, because you gonna go through a lot of death. That's all it is to it. Just learn to dodge, and simple as that.
Steven?
I got nothing.
Alright then. What's that one? Okay. I'm gonna look at what to... Pardon me, that's the monster talking. Time for another round of Mr. Beast.
Hooray!
Right, hang on a sec. Let me just turn the jazz off a moment. There we go. Dan says, what are your thoughts on Steve from Minecraft being the new character in Smash Ultimate? Is different.
Yeah. I've never played Minecraft, but okay.
I'm just gonna say this. Since when did a meme become an actual thing? Oh wait, it's 2020. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
Anything can be a meme.
And MJ, I hope you got that reference.
I did indeed. Okay. I'm at 0.
Me too.
Ditto.
3,
Do this.
2, 1, play.
I'm about to ask somebody one of the most ridiculous questions ever. Would he rather have $100,000
Oh wait,
or one of the most rarest
hold
diamonds
on.
the planet?
I think I got the.
Hang on.
Yeah, I think I clicked the wrong video. Why don't we go back?
Yeah, sure.
I'll go back to 0.
All right.
Yep,
All right.
at 0.
Samesies.
3, 2, 1, play.
I'm about to ask somebody one of the most ridiculous questions ever. Would he rather have $100,000 or one of the most rarest diamonds on the planet?
Money.
The $100,000 on the
I'll take the money.
covered up. Let's see what he picks.
Money.
You are about to make one of the most important decisions of your entire life.
It's true.
John,
Not
would you
really.
rather have this $38,000
Why does he look like Marco? Why does he look like Marco
dead
Stunt?
serious, or this mystery check that you can't know what's written on it? $38,000 ring, or what's behind this tape on this mystery check?
I gotta go with the ring, dude.
You're going with the ring?
ring, that's guaranteed.
Don't take the money! What are you doing?
Money.
38 grand.
Whoa! No! This is like actually real.
It is real, I promise. I want to show you what you could have had.
Oh
If you
no!
would have picked the check, you would have got $100,000. But all you got instead was $38,000. That's like nothing. Let's head to
Yeah, if you can give it to your wife if you have a wife.
This jar, I will give you $1 million.
What?
It's so epic.
Are you
I got two
serious?
machines. I can't. No, you cannot take the lid off. $1 million is a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
I can't let you collect intel. 10, 9.
Wait. Can I call in? Can I call in like
7,
help?
6,
FaceTime
5,
4, 3.
72,368.
72,368.
68.
You know if it ended in 68.
That's a lot of beans.
It ended in 69.
You would do me that dirty?
This determines if you make $1 million show and if my mom hates me.
Oh!
Wait.
I was so way off.
8,171 was the guess.
You almost got one of the numbers.
What if I would have guessed it was?
You almost got one.
No, he wouldn't have. This is Andre. Here's some solo cups. I want you to lay them. You just made $5. Every single
$5?
you lay, I will give you $1. If you cover the entire floor, you can start stacking them. You have the entire room and unlimited cups, and you have the whole day. Andre, I'm gonna leave you to go do your thing. We're gonna go give away more money.
Oh my god!
There's no way that this is going to be this easy.
This is going to be one of my favorite bits. Seriously, this can determine whether or not you win 10 grand. Pick a number between 1 and 20. It's 15. You picked 15, which means you get 15 swings of this pickaxe. Now, you might be wondering, what do you swing the pickaxe at?
Oh, so we're playing Minecraft for real.
It's a briefcase covered in ice. We literally took a briefcase full of 10 grand, put it in water, and froze it. And you have 15 swings to get to the briefcase. Oh, all right.
Oh, okay, that's one.
I did. There's a hole in it. Give it your second swing. All right.
Oh!
I do like the fact he's taking his shots carefully.
I'm still alive somehow.
Or knock it from the base and then just knock it on the floor.
Oh, I picked it.
Aww.
Thanks for coming out. Since Grant couldn't
Aw,
make it
you
to
guys
the
are
giant
dicks.
device, we
No.
have another contestant. Felix, come on in.
Oh, really?
You can
How
press
are we
the
gonna
button.
reset the
No,
ice
you actually
thing?
get to keep the 10 grand and you get 10 swings. I'm gonna help you real quick, Felix. There you go.
Really?
Oh!
Come on. Oh!
Almost there. Almost there.
Well, you can now carry it.
Got it!
It's still covered in ice, but it's not dangling. If you can carry it out, I'll let you keep the 10 grand. Eventually, the ice will melt.
I got it.
Oh!
Carry it out, man.
Ah, thank you.
Hey, wait a minute, he didn't carry it. That doesn't count.
We made a wall of basketball goals. And I have a ton of cool prizes. For every shot the contestants make, they get an item. They can shoot as many times as they want, but if they miss, they lose all their items. And this challenge is a little different. We have brothers competing this time.
Wait, is it a competition?
You're working together, yeah.
Oh.
Which one of you wants to shoot first?
Oh, we're working together. Aww.
Shoot first. Here you go.
Oh.
Feel free to shoot whenever. Only $20, $30, $40,000 in prizes are on the line. That's fine. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, all right. You made the shot, which means you get to claim a prize from this shelf. So you're choosing the MacBook Pro. If you miss, he loses his Mac in the challenge.
Ooh.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, what?
I guess.
You can risk your MacBook Pro
I
and his
gu-
iPhone,
I guess.
so you can end it now.
Okay.
Don't mess up.
Oh!
No!
Oh no!
Let me show you how easy it is. 3 prizes.
Just let him do it.
In one go. Now we're going to do the same thing, but with Chandler. Win as much as you want.
Oh, hey, you got one.
You want to risk them?
Yes. Got an ad.
Oh, you got an ad, did you? Right, where
Oh
you
man.
Where
Where
you
you
at?
at?
Hold on. One last one. 5 minutes, 1 second.
Got it. I'm at 5:01.
Yep.
Got it.
3, 2, 1. Resume.
Let's
Hey!
go! AirPods?
AirPods. Do you want to risk them?
Yes. Apple.
Oh!
Let me get the beat.
Yeah! Hey! Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah!
He gets the switch.
iPad. Okay. I don't miss. Theragun.
Chandler, you're risking a lot of stuff.
I don't miss.
He don't miss!
Oh!
That is.
Yeah! Oh!
Give me whatever that is.
Oculus. Okay.
Yeah! Woo!
Oh no! No!
All this cool stuff, but you decided to risk it and you lost it. The sponsor of the video is Dragon City. Pick a random egg. Gotcha. Now hold it over your head. If this egg has confetti in it, I'll give you $1,000.
Let's get it.
Every time you smash an egg and it has confetti, I'll double your money. One of the eggs has slime in it, and if you pick that one, you lose everything.
Ew.
We got a good chance here.
And before you smash that egg, I just want to let you guys know that Dragon City is a free-to-play app available on iOS and Android. They gave us our own custom Mr. Beast dragon again. Smash the second egg. Ooh. And there's 3
Oh.
different ways to get a brand new dragon in Dragon City. The first way is during a breeding event. Second way is you can purchase him with gems or by collecting pinwheels in the Runner's Island. When you're ready. Yeah. Starting September 26th, you have a chance to win up to $15,000. Sorry. Whoever gets the highest score on Runner's Island will get $15,000.
This one right here, baby.
Yeah! Look at that. Hey! None of them had slime. You'll get 25 free
Another slide.
free tries at Runner Island. It's a free to download app. Click the link description and let's go to the next bit. But now, who do you think would win?
Yeah, but you forget about the fact that the gems cost money.
$10,000 if
Yeah.
you pick the right winner. And if you
That's
get
how they
the
get
loser,
you.
You get $0.
Premium.
Oh, Vidal,
South
head
Park
on
taught
down
me
to
a
the
lot of
finish line.
things.
We're gonna have them race. Let's see if you win 10 McFlurries.
I feel like such a jerk if I
And McFlurries.
Won't get $10,000.
I'm just getting ripped out of his hand.
Well, how about this, Carl?
Speaking of that lid, how many
Well, I don't mind
occasions
taking
is
money
the ice cream machine is broken?
money and take money away from
More
Carl?
times than I can count.
Yes, I'm in.
Right?
I didn't tell you this, but if Carl wins, I'm gonna give him $5 grand.
If Carl, why'd you tell me that?
3, 2,
Why did you tell me that?
go! All right, they're up. They're up. Oh, Chris looks like he's in.
Let's go, Chris!
Looks like he's in.
Chris! Chris!
Trip him! Trip him!
Let's go!
Oh my god!
Let's go!
What the? That's an inventive way to win a race.
No, you know what, buddy? Come on, man, just jump up here. Come on, man.
I don't even know what spoon is. Oh, okay,
Really
and I got
Oh
hit with an ad, and I am at 7 minutes 31
Holy
seconds.
crap! This is crazy. Look how many.
7 minutes,
cups you've
31
laid.
seconds.
Roughly, though, how many cups do you think you've laid?
1,000, 1,500, I don't know.
You still have plenty of time to lay cups. Make sure you guys watch to the end so you
Alright,
see how much
I'm
money
ready.
you made, and let's go give away more money. I
When
have
did
a
you get
blue
added,
bucket,
did you?
a red bucket,
Me too.
and a yellow.
Alright, hang on. Where are you at?
7 minutes 31 seconds.
7 minutes 31. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Resume.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go!
The boot. What?
Come on, man, just jump up here. Come on, man. Oh, buddy. Come on. You're really tall.
Oh
Like,
my
put me down, sir.
Holy crap! This is crazy. Look how many cups he's laid. Roughly, though, how many cups do you think you've laid?
1,000, 1,500, I don't know.
You still have plenty of time to lay cups. Make sure you guys watch to the end so you see how much money he made, and let's go give away more money. I have a blue bucket, a red bucket, and a yellow bucket. One bucket is full of mustard.
Oh, no.
One bucket is full of
Oh
slime.
Lord.
Oh my
And
God,
one bucket is full to the brim of money.
Hey, can I get that one?
Isaiah, I'm gonna let you pick. Who do you think should be under the yellow bucket?
I feel like Chris should be under the yellow bucket.
All right. Okay. Who should be under the red bucket? You or Carl?
It's gonna be
Carl,
red.
go under the red bucket.
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure, Isaiah, that this isn't mustard or slime?
No, this is a money bucket.
Chris, what do you think is in this yellow bucket?
10 grand coming my way.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna back up.
Oh, so I can be safe.
I'm gonna back up.
Congratulations on winning $10,000. About the $10,000. Now it's mustard. Why is it spicy? Look at my using.
Why is it spicy?
It is now
No,
your turn.
don't swim in the
Who do you think is in
Ew.
this bucket?
I really think it's slime now.
Why?
Oh, because I'm next, and I feel like you wouldn't do the money in the middle because we have a bunch of mustard on the ground.
Yeah!
Yay!
Which means, Isaiah, you won $10,000! I'm just gonna group hug.
And we put a tarp on the floor first.
Right.
Whoa.
This is our first
Oh my
ever
God!
relationship challenge on the Mr. Beast channel.
I thought we were the first release.
Oh no, don't do
This
this.
is Matt. This is
Don't do
Elizabeth.
this.
Would you say you guys know each other very well?
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely.
How long have you been together?
2 years and 3 months.
Okay. I'm gonna split you two up and put your relationship to the test. So I'm gonna ask each of you questions, and if you give the same answer, I'm gonna give you a mystery prize.
Okay.
But I'm gonna split you up to make it harder. Now that you two are separated, we can get into the fun stuff. So I hear you want to take it to the next level with your girlfriend.
I was planning on proposing earlier this year before I lost my job, and we're just not really sure how to move forward.
If you and Elizabeth give the exact same answers to all questions, I'll give you $15,000 to put towards your wedding.
That would be
Oh,
like
that's nice.
Let's begin, Carl.
Aww.
Where are your guys' first date? Town Common.
Town Common. You stay here. We're gonna go see if she gives the same answer. And of course, we're not gonna tell her what the prize is.
Where was your first date with him?
At Town Commons.
Really?
All right. You both gave the same
Hey!
answer to the first question. We'll be right back. She gave the same answer.
Figured she would.
It's almost like you both went on the same first date. Chris, I'm gonna take his $15,000 for his wedding and put it in your hands.
What is your significant other's middle name?
Sorrel.
Sorrel, okay.
What's your middle name?
Cyril.
That's
He
correct.
said the same thing. How serious are you about proposing to her?
I will do it right now.
Okay, we talked a little bit off camera, and he was telling me that he wanted to propose to her on camera. And I just want to let you know, it's 100% your decision. Do you want it?
Absolutely.
Well, then, if that's the case, the final question is you asking her, will you marry me?
Okay.
Before we do it, can you show us the ring?
Aww.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Gosh.
This is going to be the final
Wow.
question for the mystery prize. This is for all the marbles, all the enchiladas, all the...
Marbles again.
Now turn around and face each other.
More marbles.
I didn't think this through too well.
Oh.
Elizabeth, will you marry me?
Oh,
Yeah.
that is so
The
sweet.
prize was actually $15,000 towards your wedding.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
More importantly, hug you guys.
You can have pizza at the reception.
I think we should all hug.
Yay, group hug.
Back to the cups.
Bleak
Oh
Nora.
my god.
Oh,
Yeah,
The
that'd
next
be me
giveaway
too.
is 2 cars, and this
We did
one
it.
I
is
want to
real.
give him a
But
hug.
this car right here is made out of ramen. I'm giving you the option to pick
Don't tell
which
Oni
car-
about his
I
lids.
see rims. That
What?
looks disconjumbled a little bit.
You're picking
What
this
happened?
car? Okay.
One
reveal
car
the
made out
she
of ramen.
could
Don't
have.
tell Oni about this.
Oh,
Oh
please
no.
reveal to her the car she chose.
All right, you ready?
No, no.
No, really did that.
Chandler, I'm gonna let you take over. I got a,
You got the
got a phone
ramen
call I
car.
Gorgeous.
Just don't
gotta take.
take it out in the rain.
Gosh, this
Yes.
is insane. Look at this. They just never end. You laid these all by
Oh,
yourself.
dang
Alright,
it.
got it.
Go on, Ed,
I
did
gotta
you?
find. I'm off the ad.
Right, where you at?
12:31.
Hang on.
Oh, 31.
Mm-hmm.
Same here.
Okay.
3.
I'm sitting through 2 ads. Damn it! I don't want any Taco Bell. I don't like Taco Bell. Stop it. Okay.
Look at
31.
Look at the very images it's frozen on the look that Chandler's making.
Oh damn!
Oh no! I'm ready.
There's your nightmare fuel.
Chandler, no!
3, 2, 1, resume.
Oh my gosh, this looks insane. Look at this. They just never end. You laid these all by yourself?
I did it all by my lonesome.
Very, very solo.
So many cups.
Genuinely, how many cups do you think you laid?
Looks like a college party.
136. Well, according to my people that counted all the cups that entered this room, you laid 4,700. So we're gonna round up to 5,000.
I like that number. Thank you very much.
And now that you made all that money, you want to have some fun?
Can I
Go for it.
I would have dived into it like a ball pit.
Yeah.
$5,000 on this TV. Subscribe!
I am subscribed. Where's my video?
Yeah, same here. Oh.
Hmm?
Your stream has been temporarily blocked because we detected copyrighted audio and video. Ouch.
Not again. Not again.
Oh no. What was it this time?
That's a good question. Let me have a look. Not quite sure. I don't know what to make of that. That's weird.
Second time it's happened.
Your stream is no longer being blocked due to copyright issues. Oh, so we're back in.
Okay.
Good. Awesome.
Okay, that's very weird.
Awkward.
Very. Let me just check.
Yep, the stream's back up now. I'm just I've got it running on my TV or via PlayStation.
I don't know what to make of that. Because, we've streamed Mr. Beast videos before and it's never been an issue.
Sorry for that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I apologize. Like I say, we've put his videos in there before and it's never been an issue. So I can only presume that, I don't know, just
maybe something within that particular video this time?
Might have been. Because I did notice there was 1 or 2 items in there that probably shouldn't have been used, but that's at his discretion and what have you, so... Just asking in the audience. Can anyone hear us?
Anybody can hear us, guys?
We're... hang on.
Just let's see if Co92 or Aaron Izzard or Dan responds, because, yeah, because like I say, that was weird, and not in a good way. No, Dan says he hears us. Okay. I'm just trying to think what it might have been. The commercials. Might have been.
Ugh.
And I say this with how do I say this? I say this tactfully. He does tend to put a lot of commercials on his videos. I know that's how he's able to afford most of the stuff he does, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. Right, let's get the jazz music going. I think just to be, because there was another Mr. Beast video I was going to stream, but I think just to be on the safe side, I think we'll not stream it, just in case it was that ticked it off.
I do have an article, however, if we do need another piece to talk about.
Yeah, I can go with this.
I think it was just announced. This bit of news came up yesterday.
Cineworld could close all Regal Cinema UK venues in response to No Time to Die delay.
Ooh.
Cineworld could shutter 543 of its Regal cinemas in the US and all cinemas across the UK and Ireland this coming week, just a day after James Bond film No Time to Die was pushed to April 2021. On Sunday afternoon UK time, Cineworld confirmed that it is considering the temporary closure of its UK and US cinemas, but that a final decision hasn't yet been reached. Variety understands that the staff were informed of Cineworld's plans on Sunday ahead of the company's statement, with Human Resources explaining that the closure of its cinemas is one option that is strongly being considered, though a decision hasn't yet been made. And a tweet, "We can confirm we are considering the temporary closure of our UK and US cinemas, but a final decision has not yet been reached. Once a decision has been made, we will update all staff and customers as soon as we can." Variety understands from sources that the chain may close all sites in both countries as early as this week. Regal is the second largest domestic chain in the US, whilst Cineworld is the UK's biggest cinema operator. In the UK, Cineworld is understood to be writing to Prime Minister Boris Johnson and Culture Secretary Oliver Dowden this weekend to explain that the exhibition sector is unviable due to studios delaying tentpoles as a result of anxious audiences steer clear of cinemas amid the global pandemic. The cinema closures will put up to 5,500 jobs at risk in the UK. Sources indicate a reopening date hasn't yet been set, but cinemas could stay closed until 2021. The swift move by the Mookie Grindinger run chain, whose UK closures were first reported by the Sunday Times, follows Friday's bombshell announcement. Though there have been speculation that No Time to Die could move from its November 12 and November 20 slots in the UK and North America respectively, many in the industry, including several global exhibition bosses, believed it would ultimately hold firm. Its new date of April 2, 2021 has come as a distressing shock to the exhibition sector, which is starved of vital blockbusters to bring audiences back to movie theatres. Cineworld staff were informed of the company's decision in advance of Saturday's news. Cineworld Action Group, a collective of employees supported by Entertainment Union, Becto, tweeted on Saturday that there has been no consultation with staff whatsoever. News of the closures first emerged via a preview of the Sunday Times front page posted late on Saturday night. "We found out vital information about our jobs from the media throughout the pandemic. Workers have been left out of discussions that should have included our voices. However, in this case, it goes beyond belief. to find out you may no longer have a job from the media is awful. Cineworld's shock move comes a week after the company said in its half-year results there was no certainty around its COVID-19 outlook. In a forward-looking statement, the firm said if the government were to strengthen restrictions on social gathering, which may therefore oblige us to close our estate again or further push back movie releases, it would have a negative impact on our financial performance and likely require the need to raise additional liquidity.
Oh dear.
In the UK, Cineworld opened its doors after a 4-month shutdown only on July 31. The company had planned to open July 10 but pushed its date back after Tenet was delayed the first time. In the US, Regal Cinemas began opening venues in late August ahead of the release of the Christopher Nolan thriller. No Time to Die, starring Daniel Craig in his final stint as the agent formerly known as 007, thank gosh for that, will hit theaters on April 2, 2021, a year later than initially planned. MGM, Universal and Bond producers Michael G. Wilson and Barbara Broccoli today announced the release of No Time to Die, the 25th film in the James Bond series, will be delayed until April 2 in order to be seen by a worldwide theatrical audience. The filmmakers said in a statement on Friday, "We understand the delay will be disappointing to our fans, but we are now looking forward to sharing No Time to Die next year." Numerous movies were shuffled around in the wake of Tenet's lackluster US box office performance in September. Because the Bond franchise relies heavily on international ticket sales, the decision to move No Time to Die into next year is not entirely surprising. Coronavirus cases in Europe have started to rise again, and New York and Los Angeles, the two biggest US markets, remain closed. The delay is a major blow to theaters, and there's a chance more could be forced to close given the lack of new content on the horizon. Pixar's Soul on November 20 is now the next big new movie slated for theatrical release. However, there are rumblings that Disney will move the animated adventure and possibly even put it on Disney+, the studio's subscription streaming service. Two Warner Bros. Titles, Wonder Woman 1984 and Dune, are still set for December, though there's a chance those could be postponed again as well. A little disappointed, but at the same time, I'm not entirely surprised. Aaron Izzard says, "I get the impression you're not a big fan of Craig's Bond. I am the only one excited for No Time to Die." Aaron, I'll give it the brass tacks response. I rate him as an actor, but not as 007. To me, the three best Bonds: Dalton, Brosnan, and Connery. I like Roger Moore.
Amen.
I like Roger Moore.
Hey, Wayne.
I like Roger Moore.
Yeah.
And hello, how you doing? But Craig, how can I put this to you in ways that people could understand? Instead of Daniel Craig as James Bond, I would rather see Andy Dick as James Bond.
Oh, dear Lord. That's a mental image.
Oh, blimey.
I did think it was a gamble when Warner Brothers decided to release Tenet to what was going. We knew it was going to be to limited theater numbers around September, so from a business standpoint, I get it. You know, it needs to be seen by. Let's put this into perspective. Let's just say, for the sake of discussion, we get a new Blade movie, but it's Wesley Snipes reprising his role. Considering how the last few movies were really heavily praised, that's not a movie you can have to a limited audience. That's one that really needs that international money. And also because Raid would be like, Wesley Snipes is back as Blade. People, you all need to see this. You will need to see this. Snipes is Blade. Like I say, I get it. It sucks, but I get it. Dan says, I don't mind Disney moving their movies to Disney Plus, as long as they don't pull any of that $30 premiere pass bullcrap like they did with Mulan. Oh yeah, people got salty about that.
Knowing them, they probably will.
We don't
With
know.
the amount of, I was gonna say, with the amount of backlash to do that twice, that would be a bad move.
And the fact there was no Mushu. Yeah.
Dishonor on you.
And they turned Mulan into a Mary Sue character, basically.
Dishonor
Not
on
joking.
you. Dishonor on your family. Dishonor on your cow.
And for this act of dishonor, you must watch all seasons of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Punishment.
And if you don't, Lydia will whip you.
And that's the eighth level of hell.
Yes.
Well, that and the next level would be Raider going, you made it this far. Very well. You must now watch Queen Charmel versus Jenna Maraska from TNA. And Raiden knows what match I'm talking about.
Oh, blimey.
Oh no. I can imagine something even worse in my head.
Oh, dare I even ask?
Rock versus
You have to.
Rock versus
you have
Cena
to-
3.
Well, not wrestling related. In this case, you have to sit through every. You have to sit through every episode of the Beyblade Fusion dub.
Oof.
I never saw that one.
Oh, and 90% of the animes that were dubbed by 4Kids. I say 90% because Pokemon was actually pretty decent before Nintendo started dubbing in-house, and we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles out of it and Ultimate Muscle, so free pass on those.
Fair enough.
But I will make you watch every single episode of Tokyo Mew Mew they dubbed. I will. I'll fucking do it.
Then we pretend we're Mr. Sims from Tales from the Hood. This is no funeral.
folks, if we lived in the same neighborhood, Wynn would be my girlfriend.
Oh.
Hey.
And if you don't, I was gonna say, if I may interject one more time, if that doesn't break you, then I'm gonna make you sit through Turbo, a Power Rangers movie.
No!
Dear Lord.
Oh, there's my help.
Welcome to my nightmare. As you can tell, I've been having way too much fun doing commentaries with Raph and Andres.
Yeah.
That's why I love this woman, folks. She is my Sally to my Sonic, my Lena, her Lena to my Gowry. Except I'd like to think I'm a tiny bit more intelligent than Gowry. I don't have yogurt for brains, and no, nobody wants a taste. And also because, well, Wynn's cute.
Aww.
She's blushing. She's silent, she's blushing. And Raiden secretly wants to date Rihanna.
I think right now, pizza, because it's pizza time.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah. He's probably nomming on pizza and doesn't want to talk with his mouthful.
Oh.
Okay,
Nice.
what I missed? Oh, hey, Win.
Hey, decided to pop in for a little bit. Like I told Lids, my sleep schedule's kind of been out of whack lately.
Mm.
Well, if it's any consolation, I had the last week off from work, and one of the things I do when I have time off, with the exception of some certain times of the morning, I'll probably have the alarm set to, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10 in the morning, just so I'm able to benefit from a lay-in. I have all the alarms off. My body clock still wakes me up about 4:50 in the morning. I go to look at my watch and I'm like, ah, damn it. And by that point...
my internal clock does that a lot, and it's kind of annoying.
And by that...
Likewise.
And by that point, I'm like, I'm awake, and I happen to see that I fell asleep watching 2.5 Men again, so it's just like, yeah, when in Rome, why not? Only reason I'm starting to buy those again is because I had to actually sell off my entire collection of that sitcom about 10 years ago because I needed to get train tickets to go up to a Knight Rider convention, and those were the only ones that could get me like decent value real quick.
Which one?
2.5 Men.
Meant the convention.
Oh, it was a Knight Rider convention. But because I've been developing a bit of fond nostalgia for it, because YouTube has been recommending them in, my news feed recently, it's like, alright, time to go on Amazon to see if there's some trades, and most of the seasons in good condition are going for about the equivalency of $4 each. Although some I've had to buy replacement DVD cases for because some of the merchants they've not taken as good care of the DVD box sets as they would like to, so I've had to buy replacement cases, but they're only like $3.99 a time for replacement, and take the discs out, put them in the new one, good as new, good to go. We went from cinemas closing down to 2.5 Men, but say what we will about Charlie Sheen's episode and how he exited from that show, there was something quite charming about his character of Charlie Harper, although some would argue, was he really acting? Because whichever way you looked at it, he was Charlie on and off the set. The only difference is, Harper would get into trouble, but wasn't really causing that much fuss, whereas Charlie Sheen thought he was winning. So,
yep.
Make of that what you will, but some of the lines they would feed him, this one line that it's the one where in season 2 him and Alan were bickering against each other because of like past childhood issues, and to the live stream server I am quoting the episode. These are not my words. This line, after Alan's been worked over by Judith for the umpteenth time. By the way, I wouldn't even have that woman as an ex-wife. I'd be like, no, I wouldn't have married you in the first place. Because she was nasty.
Oh yeah. Spiteful as hell.
It's this one line that it's so questionable, but at the same time, I can't help but bawl out laughing. It goes, Alan, you're like an Alzheimer's victim in a whorehouse. He goes, excuse me? You're surprised that you're constantly being screwed, and you don't want to pay for it. And I'm like,
oh no! Oh.
Damn.
Oh my. Oh my.
That was great.
I nearly choked on my coffee.
I was like I say, it's such a questionable lie, but at the same time, you can't help but bawl out laughing at it.
Hey, it's the crass comments that makes the most sense.
Oh, another one. It's the I forget the episode. It might have been during season 3 or season 4. This is when Candy had moved in and made Alan Harper the envy of all men.
Oh Lord,
Yeah, although to be fair to April Balby, she played a dumbass well. To give her due credit.
Kind of like Jillian from Family Guy.
Yes. Now, I'm not going to comment on the fact that Alan and Candy were role playing as Catholic schoolgirl and priest. That's a road no one needs to walk down. That's very un-PC and just very immoral. But it's the segment afterwards that just has me in stitches, is where she calls Alan over and is criticizing, saying, you know, well, if Candy's going to be over here, then I don't want her around my son. And Alan's comeback, along with Charlie's, is just price. It goes, oh really? Does that mean I get to screen the men that you've dated? Because let's not forget, I know about the guy with a truckload of sod. What's that supposed to mean? It doesn't take 2 months to put a new lawn down, Judith. And Charlie just goes, ooh. And Charlie's response sounds like she got laid before the sod did.
Oh.
Ooh.
A savage, crass comments, but it's as Raiden says, that's the beauty of what made that show work. And while I don't approve of some of the things that Charlie Sheen said offset about the cast members and Chuck Lorre, I mean,
mainly Chuck Lorre.
Yeah, whatever you have to say about the man professionally, when he went and made the inappropriate comments about his faith, I was like, ooh, you didn't need to go there, dude. It's like, no. Now, on the one hand, yeah, they did the right thing by firing him, but then they brought Ashton Kutcher in, and it just wasn't the same afterwards.
No.
I mean, this is
honestly for me. The only thing that kept the show alive was Jake. For me, at least.
And then Angus T. Jones kind of lost his damn mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My perspective with Ashton is, he was in a situation through no fault of his own, because he was thrown into a scenario where he wasn't going to win, no matter how hard he tried to please the existing fans or any potential new fans. He just worked with what he had. Did I think he needed to be there? No. But they needed somebody to play off of Alan. In all honesty, I think what they should have done was just cancel the series at that point, because yeah, you have all the other supporting characters around, like Jake, like Berta. By the way, Berta's an absolute savage.
I love her.
I've got a video from Next of Ken of her like 30 times Berta was an absolute savage.
Let's go.
And you have Evelyn. That's a mother figure.
Oh God! Oh my God! That woman.
That's a woman nobody wants as a mother figure.
Man.
But then again, equally,
that woman.
But then again, equally, nobody wants Judith for a wife or an ex-wife.
No. I feel bad. I feel bad for Herb, man. I liked Herb.
Yeah, I did too. But
Ryan Styles kills it in every role. I mean, whose line is it anyway?
Oh God,
Like,
yes.
yeah.
It was amazing in Who's Line.
But without Charlie Sheen, you ripped the heart out of that series, and
Well, you know, Hollywood and getting in your bad side, you still do the show. In hindsight, no matter how far you go, you're gonna end up in the toilet.
And you've got to resort to whatever method you can to make something work to avoid bad PR.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yep.
God, there are days.
No matter how much Janet Hubert was kind of like the lifeblood of Aunt Viv, the show still went on, no matter what.
I feel like with Daphne Maxwell Reid, now don't get me wrong, I loved her as Aunt Viv. I thought she was a little bit more... It's not to say... Yes. She didn't quite have that spark that Janet Hubert had as Aunt Viv, because Janet had this very profound, educated, and very charismatic presence to her that was on equal footing with James Avery, whereas Daphne, she had a presence, but it wasn't Janet's presence, because Janet is very forthright, just like her character, but as we know, her and Will clashed, offset. So I don't know. And from what Raiden's been saying, that they finally decided to just let it be. I mean, it took them long enough, but they finally got there. And I know that Charlie Sheen is reaching out to John Cryer to do a reboot of 2.5 Men. I'm like,
no!
First off, back up slightly. If you
know what the world is like, sorry, MJ, but like, if you know what the world looks like now, parents will be in their pantyhose saying, "Cancel this shit! Cancel this shit! Cancel this shit! I'm talking to your manager! Cancel that shit!"
I was about to say, the time that the show debuted in 2003, nobody gave a damn about that. Whereas today, it's like Charlie Harper wouldn't be even allowed to be quarter of what the character was like back then. It's in a similar vein with Only Fools and Horses, and Steve will know where I'm going with this. There are things that Del Boy would say back in the day, sometimes making references about some ethnic jokes, or one of the recurring gags is he would pinch Marlene's butt on occasion. Now, back in those days, it was a little bit of harmless fun, but today it'd be like, yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that at all. Or in a similar vein, you couldn't do bottom today.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh my
No,
God.
no.
God, no.
No.
MJ, on a personal note, I want to thank you for introducing me to that.
You're welcome.
Man, I have never laughed so hard watching something until I saw that.
That's the comedy genius of Rick Mail.
Yep.
Yeah.
If anyone saw the stream, after every ending, I could not stop laughing. It hurt.
I had to mute my mic so I could run to the bathroom. That way I could watch the rest without worrying about peeing myself laughing.
Nah, but
Because I drink a lot of coffee or tea or water during these streams. That way I can keep my vocal cords lubricated, since we do talk quite a bit on this podcast.
yeah, we do.
That we do.
The trouble is with a lot of sitcoms today, it's very watered down.
Since you mentioned sitcoms, I think I have a little something that I want to know. Before I put the link in. Does anyone remember the prominency of a lot, and I mean a lot of black sitcoms?
Yeah, I honestly found some of them charming. Obviously, Family Matters is one to think of. There was the Hughleys. Let's see. One sitcom my mom loved and was always laughing to the point where she needed to remember to breathe was My Wife and Kids with Damian Wayans.
Oh God, yeah.
I did like.
She was always in stitches watching that show.
Oh God, and can we talk about Moesha, please?
Yeah.
Love that show.
Even though for me, I thought, looking back, I thought the character Moesha was pretty stuck up.
Yeah, a little bit. I'll get it for that. That's why I kind of preferred her friend. That's why I like the Parkers a lot.
Yeah. Funny thing, I'm watching Parkers now.
I was gonna say that and Monique is just a hoot.
Oh God, yeah.
Moesha, wasn't that the series starring Brandy?
Yep.
Yes,
that's another girl who's been to the Fountain of Youth more times I care to mention. Brandy, seriously, girl, pass it around. Sharing is caring.
That's actually on Netflix right now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Thanks to a deal, a lot of black sitcoms is on Netflix now. From of course Moesha, the Parkers, real soon 1-on-1. Now the game.
Girlfriend is on there too.
Can I just say I love Girlfriend. I can't lie to you.
You can say it.
Yeah. Like I said, since you mentioned sitcoms, MJ, I have a special video on standby by Comedy Hype saying why UPN's black sitcoms ended. Here's why.
Ooh.
Oh.
Huh. Yeah, that channel used to be great, and now it's like 90% infomercials.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nowadays it's the CW.
Oh shit. Well, gotta remember. Gotta remember, I cut the cord like 8 years ago.
All right, cool. You'll get a little bit of a history lesson here if anyone's ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm at 0-0.
All right.
Likewise.
Let me get this commercial. All right, if anyone's ready, in 3, 2, 1, let's get things started. Play.
Throughout history, arts and entertainment have been used as a way to express ourselves, tell stories, give us relief from oppression, and as an escape from the harsh reality of daily struggles. As history started to repeat itself in the early 1920s, a distraction was needed, and we got the Harlem Renaissance, which became a social and artistic explosion and a mecca for black culture. The Harlem Renaissance is widely considered as the golden age for African American culture, showcasing literature, music, art, and live performances. The Harlem Renaissance was a rebirth of black excellence. Similar to the Harlem Renaissance, black sitcoms had also seen a rebirth after what seemed like an eternity with an absence of black faces on TV screens. In the 70s, we had Sanford and Son, Good Times, and The Jeffersons. In the 80s, we had The Cosby Show, and in the 90s, we had Fresh Prince, Martin, A Different World, and Family Matters. TV executives noticed that these shows were not only enjoyed by blacks, but they can also be enjoyed by almost anyone. Despite the success that these shows had, seeing a black
Wait,
lead
is that
on
Martin
screen
Lawrence?
was still a rarity.
Yes, sir.
It wasn't until the introduction of the UPN and the WB network where we got to see another renaissance of black sitcoms on television.
And it's also the
But just as
network that
surprisingly it
gives
came,
SmackDown
the
a
networks
home.
and its black sitcoms.
Oh, yeah.
Here's why UPN and
Is that
And
before they
in-
went to their own network?
Before UPN and the WB launched,
And we also
Fox
got the
was
sketch
network that
comedy
saw the
series,
successful black
You
sitcoms
Live in
and
Color,
capitalized on it.
where
Oh,
a lot of the
I
best
love that.
comedians came from.
Martin,
Oh shit!
Living Single, Rock, and the Sinbad Show. The show's on Fox.
Living Single, that was my favorite show.
Martin was a black show.
Opie was such an endearing character. I loved him.
Yes.
He was such a good
It may come
bean.
as a surprise to many, but
He just
UPN
wanted
was the
to
network
impress
that
Khadijah so much.
predominantly black cast.
Not Khadijah, Sinclair.
Oh, sorry, Sinclair. I had a brain fart there. I haven't seen that series in forever.
Yeah, Khadijah was Latifah's character.
Yeah, my bad. I meant to say Sinclair, but
yeah.
Max was my girl.
Though to be fair, they did in a way work for the same magazine company, Flavor.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
I wanted all of Sinclair's treasure trove.
The WB premiered to Parenthood and later picked up Sister
And
Sister.
I don't understand why Regine got so much hate. I liked her for some reason.
Sitcom starring Steve
I
Harvey
loved her
and Jamie
too.
Foxx.
She was a little
Both
sass
Harvey and
pants.
Fox began making names for themselves in their respective markets.
Same with Max.
Harvey coming off of his stint.
Oh God, yeah, Max was big.
And Fox was
At this point, I think it's safe to say that everyone was awesome on that show.
Mm-hmm.
In less than 2 years, the WB had cemented itself in becoming the go-to place for black entertainment. However, this formula wouldn't last long
Hughley's,
as the
holy
network
shit.
decided to expand
Living
by adding
Colour,
several
wasn't it also
shows that would cater to white
same name of the
teenagers.
group that did
Shows
the,
like Buffy the
the song
Vampire
Cult of
Slayer,
Personality?
Dawson's Creek, Charm,
Yes,
and
sir.
Seven Heaven would become super popular and prove to be more profitable.
And
These
that was
teen
also
dramas
Jim
are what
Carrey's
became
rise to
priorities
fame.
for the network,
Yeah.
shifting
And
focus
he
from black
and
audiences to white ones.
and he forever credit
Around the
credits
same
Wiz for
time,
giving him a
UPN
break.
took the WB's formula and started to focus on black audiences. UPN was launched in January of 1995, and one of the first shows to debut on the network was Moesha, starring Brandy Norwood. Moesha was originally ordered as a pilot for CBS's 1995
Oh shit, that's
1996
Usher next to her.
television season, but was passed on by
Yeah,
the network.
I think he made
So
I think
UPN
he
took the
appeared
opportunity
in
and picked it
a
up
few
as
episodes of
mid-season
Moesha.
replacement.
I think I'm remembering
Moesha
that
not only
incorrectly.
went on to become the big success at the time
Usher?
for UPN, lasting 6 seasons.
Yeah, I think he was in a
but the
few
series
episodes. I
also
don't
paved the
remember.
way for its spin-offs.
Oh, Kim.
Moesha was the
Q.
first hit for UPN, averaging
Akeem!
3.5 million viewers per episode.
Oh.
The series would achieve a ratings high of
It's just
4
sad
million
because
viewers by its
Mont
third
Bentley
season.
died in
Yeah.
The show was an undeniable
Yeah.
success for the network. They ordered a
Crazy
spin-off
thing,
series
I didn't-
following
I
one
didn't
of
know
its
about
supporting
that till
characters,
a year-
Kim Parker,
years later.
played by Countess Vaughn. The spin-off would
Same.
be called The Parkers, and Vaughn would be joined by comedian Monique
Yeah, like
in a
you said,
starring
I
role. The
prefer
Parkers would be
Parkers over
another
Moesha,
hit
to be
for
honest.
UPN, as
Yeah.
its first season would average about 2.6 million a week. By the time the series ended in 2004, its audience had grown to 3.3 million viewers. In addition to Moesha and the Parkers, UPN had comedies like In the House, Malcolm and Eddie.
Oh
and
my
Easy
God,
to
Malcolm and
complete
Eddie.
their lineup. Familiar names
And I
like
remember
LL Cool
In the
J,
House.
Malcolm Jamal
My
Warner,
mom loved
Eddie
LL
Griffin,
Cool
and
J
D.L.
in
Hughley
anything he was
held
in.
solo shows. UPN had become a savior for
Malcolm
some
and Eddie
shows
made me
that
love
were
Eddie
canceled
Griffin.
by major networks. In the House originally aired on NBC
Isn't that
for
the
its
one where
first
he
2
plays a
seasons.
male nanny?
After low ratings, the network
Yes.
picked it up,
Yep,
where they
Ben.
followed it
Yeah,
for
that's
seasons.
right.
And
The
now
same
he's
thing
one of the
happened
main
with the
characters in
Hugleys after being
NCIS
canceled
Los
by
Angeles with
ABC
Chris O'Donnell.
after its second
Nice.
season.
Mhm.
UPN stepped in and hosted another 2 seasons before it was canceled again. UPN had become known as the Black Network. From one perspective, it appeared that UPN found its audience.
Oh, I remember that show,
Lineup,
half and half.
Showcasing a night of black sitcoms would forever be remembered. But a look inside the UPN offices tells a different story. Within 2 years of UPN's launch, Paramount and Viacom bought a 50% stake into UPN from
Boo!
Television in a deal that was worth
Boo!
$160 million.
Get out of here,
Fuck
Viacom.
According to the New Yorker,
Yeah,
as
that's
a
what I
result
said.
of the lack
Fuck
of
Viacom,
viewership, UPN started to lose money and
I
reportedly
just
lost
say,
around
and I don't
$800
wanna be
million
controversial,
by the year 2000. Only
Viacom
5 years
staff
after
is
its
entirely
launch.
white, so
Why was
you
UPN
can
losing
see
money?
why I have
How
these
was this
black
even
And it
possible?
isn't necessarily
Simple.
that
There was
I'm
no
mad at.
consistency
It's more
between
that they're
UPN's
out of
audience.
touch, they're
A
money
2003
grubbing,
Dirt article
and they're the
would point
biggest
out that UPN's
copyright
programming
whores
model
because
would be a
YouTube,
reason
even
why the
before
network
Google bought
wasn't
them
holding
out,
on
have
to
been
viewers.
having problems with them
The
for
article
years.
states,
Yeah.
Not to mention the network they acquire aren't
and
the
they're
same
very proud of the
anymore.
minority audience
It's
that
true.
Yeah, anything
But
they
among the
pick up
network's
becomes
struggles is the fact that it has
Also-
a very little audience
Also,
flow
here's something to
from
make you
one night
sad.
to the next.
Nickelodeon.
The fact that UPN has
Oh,
no.
nights.
Oh.
Watch sitcoms on Mondays.
Yes, sir.
Don't watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer on Tuesdays.
Oh, that's
Fuck you.
right.
Don't watch
I
Enterprise
remember
on
they moved
Wednesdays.
Buffy
Don't
on
watch
UPN. That's
WWE
right. That was
Wrestling on
it. Was the
Thursdays.
6th season,
Don't
which
watch
again, I still
UPN
think they should have stopped at
on
5, but
Fridays.
this is fine.
While many at home love the black sitcoms on Monday nights, the network behind the scenes was losing
Hold
money.
on, I got mad.
Going into the
What?
2000s, UPN.
Please stop.
Where are you at?
I think I'm at 634.
Okay, cool. That's not too bad.
34.
Luckily, there's
Yep.
like one more ad like at the end, but so far everything's good.
Let me just check on the stream status a second, just to make sure we're not.
Yeah, we don't want Viacom to take us down too. We're sorry.
Hang on. Sorry, Chris. I thought I had it on that one. Sorry. Beg your pardon.
Over the last 2 months, I've
Yeah,
lost about
I
20
didn't
pounds.
put it
Blows
into
my mind.
the
After
correct
3
link.
months, I've actually lost.
Right.
Throughout his
Right. If I get it up to speed, just so that I don't have to start over again. Hang on. Okay. Right. Cut that one out.
Here's a slight recap for people who don't know. Harlem Renaissance was popular in the 70s and 80s. Black sitcoms were brought to prominence, but money hungry assholes decided, oh, this is not what we want, and they got and some of them and a lot of them got canceled. So
And now
there's
you
the
know.
recap.
Now you know why Raiden and I were saying "fuck you, Viacom."
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To borrow a quote from the late Tony J, we've got to have money.
It's true. All right.
Hey, it's an old meme, but still so very relevant.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1. Resume.
Comes on Monday nights, the network behind the scenes was losing money. Going into the 2000s, UPN welcomed shows like Girlfriends, One-on-One, Half and Half, All of Us, and Eve. Shows that would resonate with a
Oh, Eve! I remember Eve!
want to become the network's longest-running sitcom, lasting 6 seasons and 137 episodes, before moving to the CW, where it ran for another 2 years. The ratings for these sitcoms did well for UPN, but they still paled in comparison when it came to sitcoms on the major networks. Despite the launch of more black shows, UPN continued to lose money. In 2003, UPN's comedy lineup consisted of The Parkers, Eve, Girlfriends, and Half on Monday nights, with One-on-One and All of Us airing back-to-back on Tuesdays. All of those shows averaged around 3 to 3.5 million viewers an episode. Their competition varied throughout the years. Girlfriends and Half aired opposite of Everybody Loves Raymond and 2.5 Men on CBS.
Ouch.
2014
Oh,
season,
damn.
Raymond was the number 10 show.
That is not a good place to be.
Just over 17 million viewers an episode.
No, it's not as bad as being put on Fridays, but still.
Which ranked as the 128th
Yeah.
show.
Fridays is where TV shows go to die.
2.9 million viewers. Its
That happened with
competition,
Knight Rider
That
back in the
70s show
day.
averaged 10 million
Mhm.
viewers. The Bernie Mac
Well,
show
unless you're a crime drama anyway, because CSI lasted for
Yes,
years,
Bernie
as
Mac show.
had
Yep.
Blue Bloods. Oh shit!
2003 to 2004.
Oh, the Bernie Mac show!
Would most likely have been canceled
That was a good show.
on the major networks. They were able to
Rest in
survive
peace, my dude.
outside
You
of
left
the
this world way too soon.
In 2005, UPN scored its highest rated series in 7
Oh,
years.
everybody hates Chris!
In its debut season, Everybody Hates Chris averaged 4.2 million viewers, becoming the highest rated comedy on UPN and the second highest rated show overall, only behind America's Next Top
Oh,
Model.
she did not pull no shit.
Everybody Hates Chris premiered on UPN on September 22nd, 2005, and took no time in becoming an instant critical hit and a fan favorite. The American Film Institute selected Everybody Hates Chris as one of the best 10 television series of 2007, stating that the show provides a very real look at growing up in America, a challenge that demands a discussion of race and class often absent from television today. After its first
Mhm.
season, the show won Outstanding Comedy Series at the
I still remember the laundromat episode.
And Tashina Arnold took home the award for Outstanding Actress.
Poor guy just wanted to get some sleep before his favorite movie came on TV.
The high ratings
Aww.
of Everybody Hates Chris wasn't enough to save the declining UPN network. In January of 2006, however, UPN and the WB announced they were officially shutting down, and a new broadcast network that would operate as a joint partnership between the two would form called
The CW.
The move came as a result of both networks losing money. It was announced that only 6 UPN shows would make the transition to the CW. Veronica Mars, Everybody Hates Chris, Girlfriends, America's Next Top Model, All of Us, and WWE SmackDown. Ratings
of course!
increased even further when the network switch became official. Everybody Hates Chris lost over 1.5 million viewers when the second season debuted.
Yeah, and they kept Charmed on the air for another season.
The entire audience didn't make the transition from.
It was a good show, but it needed, in my opinion, it needed to end after the 5th or 6th season.
Yeah, it's like.
And Everybody Hates Chris.
I also heard there were infighting with the cast.
Oh God, yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
Especially with Rose McGowan and Alyssa Milano.
15 years since
Yeah.
This programming reflects a diverse audience like you.
Holly Marie Combs was cool to my understanding, but Rose McGowan and Alyssa Milano were starting to go kooky deeks.
Oh
yeah. Well, actually, from what I heard, it's like this is actually me watching Obscurus Lupa's reviews of Charm series or Charm retrospectives. Yeah, the reason that show went downhill is because of the creators of the original creators of the show left, and they made Holly Marie Combs and Alyssa Milano producers. And then it went downhill afterwards.
Yeah, there was a difference in opinion between those two, so they butted heads a lot. Holly had some good ideas, but Alyssa, of course, wanted to be head of the pack.
Of course. And years later, that still hasn't changed.
Yeah, I've heard. Also, I got the red, so I'm at 1101.
Slowly but surely
1101?
the directives.
Yep.
That leaves a big deficit in terms
of also for people who don't know, all these black shows were pretty much gone, and now CW is the superhero centric dramatic channel.
Even though a lot of their shows are starting to get ending because Supergirl's ending after this current season.
I heard about that.
Alright, I'm back at 1101.
And
likewise.
2, 1, resume.
Something else. It's not the first time that a network has built their wealth on black content.
Also, Essence Atkins. Damn, you have not aged.
Process.
Yeah.
We, as black audiences, we are
incredibly. I still remember her from
a lot of buying power,
Smart Guy.
So markets capitalize on that.
Oh God, yeah, I remember her from that show.
Get their hit white show, and then they would slowly but surely eradicate the directives. That leaves a big deficit in terms of us being able to see our own stories, believing in your own story, and amassing an audience.
Oh my God, I love that show.
For the Harlem Renaissance, the end began with the market crash of 1929 and the Great Depression. By the mid-1930s, many pivotal Harlem residents had moved on to seek work elsewhere. As both the Harlem Renaissance and UPN are memories of the past, their impact and influence are unquestioned. Just as the Harlem Renaissance served as a reawakening of black entertainment and art, so was UPN. UPN came at a time where networks were overlooking black sitcoms and the black audience. UPN broke that mold. When the network ended, there was a huge void in black primetime sitcoms, a void that just recently been filled with shows like Blackish, Atlanta, and Insecure. But we still have to recapture the essence and representation.
I hear Blackish is hilarious.
It
oh
is.
God, yeah.
The sequel with Yara Shahidi, Grownish, it's my personal favorite. But yeah, like the guy said, I mean, never forget the impact that these shows has brought us. You know, unfortunately nowadays you still have those type of shows, but can never recapture what the mid 2000s has gave us.
Well, what you also got to remember is back then a lot of people were a lot more carefree, and a little bit more easygoing, because comedy is not comedy these days. You hear jokes, but do you laugh at them?
Unfortunately, no.
You know,
You get a rarity. You get a rarity of some stuff, but you know it's not. It's just not the same anymore. You know.
No, it is not. Konai 2 says they also used to air Star Trek Voyager and Enterprise on UPN. That is actually true, because I do recall, I forget what episode of SmackDown it was, but it was the one where Vince McMahon had all the lights turned out because he was sick and tired of people doing the what chant, and he was saying that if it wasn't for Rudolph Giuliani being voted Time Magazine's Person of the Year, it would have been him. And you actually hear Jerry Lawler says, "Oh, when they cut to us, I'll just go to a rerun of Star Trek," and I'm just like, yeah, that's actually accurate, because Star Trek has always been on a Paramount network.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that because I was homeschooled for my high school years, so I'd have that channel on in the background on and off. You'd have daytime talk shows from the morning to like 3, and then it would be a couple of Star Trek marathons, and then after those two back-to-back Star Treks, you would have all the sitcoms that were mentioned in this video.
Yeah.
With the exception of Thursday, because that was for SmackDown.
Yeah.
I think the black sitcoms I was quite favourable or fans of growing up. I mean, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is, easily one that people recognise from the 90s, and it's one of those sitcoms, it hasn't aged that much in terms of the writing. I mean, there are little things that shows its age with regards to things like fashion and tech and what have you. The fact that Will says, "What did you do to my CD player?" whereas today it would be an iPod or a smartphone. But the sort of things like family values and the way the jokes would flow, you can take that from yesteryear and drop it into this year, and it'd work. Sister, really love the camaraderie between Tia and Tamara and Ray and
Lisa?
Yes. I love their banter, particularly that one episode where Ray had the coffee machine and he gets a little too enthusiastic with the garden shears one afternoon, and everybody loves the segment of "Shut up, Roger."
Actually, it's "Go home, Roger."
Yeah, well.
Roger. I do like that they made because at the time the Rogers actor was in a band called Immature, and in universe that band was there, and he looks exactly like Roger.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I really loved about black sitcoms. You get a famous guy to play a character, but you're always going to get them playing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little inkling I really like about it.
Yeah.
I mean, Moesha's done it, and the House has done it. That's pretty much, yeah. A lot of those shows done it though.
It's funny. I actually remember back in the day when I used to buy the occasional Top of the Pops magazine back in the day. It was a weird phase I was going through in '98. I just happened to be bored, and apparently Cleopatra actually had 2 cats actually named Tia and Tamara.
Aww.
Hell, it was so powerful. Doja Cat, she has a song called Tia Tamara, and in the video she paid tribute to the episode where Tia and Tamara were on a game show, and they were against the Olsen twins.
Oh, right.
Right, yeah.
Well, technically, you can add another black sitcom to that list. To the US audience, this one may fly over your head, but around 98 and 99, Cleopatra actually had a sitcom series that would air during the kids portion of the afternoon, and
seriously,
yeah, they had a very short-lived sitcom series named after their album, which was called Coming At Ya, and I enjoyed it for what it was.
I think I can vaguely remember that.
The funny thing about that song, Coming At Ya, I remember a commercial they did with Kellogg's. No, I think it was Post Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles.
Mm-hmm.
It was a sweepstakes thing.
Oh yeah.
Back when cereal commercials did that, but then again, anytime I try to enter those, RNGesus was never kind to me.
You know what, MJ? I think you are right with that Cleopatra, because I just remembered it was on CITV.
Yes. And to be fair to them, they did act it out reasonably well. I think the one episode I did enjoy somewhat was the episode dubbed The Liar, where a bunch of bullies were giving their youngest sister, Terry, really hard time, saying, oh, you can't be, Cleopatra's sister. And then this one school assembly, all three of them walk in, and the bully, who's not only wearing Yona's ring, Zenom's goggles, and I think maybe like Cleo's hairband, I put in like a timestamp. It goes, it was at this moment the bully realized she had messed up. I have to say, as a group, sorely underrated back in the day. Some people have compared them to like a modern day Jackson 5 with regards to the timing, camaraderie, and the way they would just sort of play off of each other, whether it was in song or in acting. They could have really been something overly huge on either side of the Atlantic, and for whatever reason, the powers that be, they just wouldn't push them. Because apparently, I don't know how much truth there is to this, but apparently there was something with regards to the record label that they were contracted to, that at some stage they wanted the group scrapped and just have Cleo in a solo career. Now, that's not that's not
honestly, that doesn't surprise me. A lot of like shady music companies do that. Like when a group is like at their best and they want to do something different, they say, okay, let's drop the 2 to 3 or whatever women you got, and we make you a solo star, abandoning everything. I mean, shit ain't new to me. Shit ain't new.
It's not to say that Cleo couldn't have made a solo career, because Raiden, you and I both know how talented that girl is. She could have gone to the moon and back. And apparently recently she had been invited to do like solo performances of Aretha Franklin and Tina Turner's greatest hits on in the West End, and you know, I've seen from when she first debuted with her sisters to how she is now. She has come on leaps and bounds, and this girl's still in her mid-30s, and she's just continuing to get better and better. Again, it's another one of those situations. Record companies have something amazing on their hands, and they don't do anything with her. And not to brag, but a little while ago, I actually spoke with them during one of their Instagram live streams, and and they are their energy is wildly infectious. I happen to say during that stream, via text chat, of course, that probably some of the numbers I'm most favorable of theirs was either I Don't Know the Bird Song or Press Here to Start. As soon as I had said that, Cleo and Yona instantly just went automatically, like just went off and just started singing like it was 2000 again. And you know, happened to say as a direct message, it's like, hey, you know, thank you so much for helping me to cross off an item on my bucket list that 20 years ago I would have laughed at saying that would happen, because 20 years ago we didn't have Instagram, we didn't even, heck, 20 years ago we didn't even have frickin' YouTube. So like the very notion of being able to say that I spoke with a group I was a fan of back in the day, it put a smile on my face. I could, you know, be able to look at my late teenage self and say, don't worry, you'll get your chance to speak to them. Maybe not the way you would prefer, but hey, it all works out. And I will say, back in the day, I did have a bit of a crush on Cleo, but not hard to see why, because, you know, she's gorgeous. And one of the very few whose talent matches her beauty. That's just me saying it like it is, and Raiden knows it to be true, because girls got it both. And like we said before, Ash resembles her so much that it's uncanny.
I'll tell you say that. You say that. You say that. I'll tell you said that.
I know. I've said it time and time again. Husband's a very, very, very lucky gentleman.
Of course. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Exactly. Of course. Of course.
Yeah, I'm not saying that aloud. But yeah, I'll share a few links maybe for later, because I'm not 100% sure, because it plays this side of the Atlantic, but then again, we've noticed sometimes if we go to share something that's American based, it'll play fine over here, but for you guys, not so much. Do I really want to share that Mr. Beast link again? Another Mr. Beast video, considering the live stream got temporarily disrupted this evening.
Honestly, I say save for next week.
Mm-hmm.
And Liz, remember when I showed you guys last week about Gotham High?
Mhm.
Oh no.
What?
Here's part 2.
Oh Lord.
Now,
Now,
for anyone who remembers, and before the video ended, they were freaked out on what Alfred looked like, and also, Liz, remember what I said? There's gonna be a little something that might intrigue you but annoy you at the same time. Oh, you gonna find out.
Well, here's a palate cleanser for after, because you can never go wrong with kittens.
Great.
Kitty.
So,
I'm at 0-0.
Good.
I'm scared, but let's do this.
All right. In 3, 2, 1. Embrace the Selena. Play.
Not. That is not.
Yes, that is Alfred. That's Alfred.
Not Alfred.
Yes, it's Alfred. Not only is it Alfred, Alfred is.
No, that's not. No.
Why does he look like Filthy Frank?
I don't know.
And sent Bruce away. Okay, whatever.
No,
Wait, that's
me. I like how they put it to the silhouette. They little pointed to the silhouette.
But it is confusing because he's doing the Daisy Ridley, where his mouth is always open.
We don't talk about that
I wasn't there
character.
for you then. Listen, I'm trying to do the voice of the gay ghost from Mike Tyson Mysteries.
I was hoping you'd do like a Chinese gay voice. Like, I know I wasn't there for you then.
I know I wasn't there for you then.
No!
Oh God!
No! You're all going to hell.
Watching the world burn, goddammit.
Now I sound like the dude from Milan.
Oh my God!
Now Alfred is moved up to Gotham City for good. He wants to make it up to him. Now they can be a family, or so he hopes.
But now I'm here, I'm queer, and now. Look at his pants. They're even rolled up.
I
made sure I got these pants that don't have any fly in them to keep my temptations at bay.
What the fuck?
Oh!
Coming into your trust fund in a month on your 18th birthday. I'm sure you've taken care of everything.
Oh my God!
I'm sure you've taken care of everything well, Uncle.
I suppose you could say that. You are a billionaire. You're welcome, by the way.
I'd give all the money in the world to have them back.
Okay. Perfectly reasonable conversation right there.
Not the only thing coming.
Oh Jesus! What
Oh lordy.
How do I know all this? I'm the girl next door.
Oh man, here he comes, Liz.
Yeah.
Wait. Is her middle name Garcia?
Like me.
Yes.
No.
So the rumors are
Whose
true.
bright idea was this?
Welcome back, jerk.
She didn't really need the middle name. Selena Kyle in the comics has always been Latina.
Of course, the stereotypical
Well, I mean, I didn't know that.
Yeah, in the comic adaptations she was.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, cool. I was glad that got cleared up for me. That being said,
Time I slipped by the Pet Boys, nothing but chicks.
She's not like other girls, Rags.
But
I do love that her avatar is Judge
Oh,
Dredd.
Jack, you know me so well. You know Meanwhile, my father spends his days in bed, tended to by a nurse.
He
doesn't
does
even
that
recognize
voice
my
way too
face
well.
anymore. Selena, your father needs to be in a facility. His Alzheimer's is only getting worse. The other day, he walked out of the house without his pants. And I've only been paid until the end of next year.
Like compassion in the first part, and then at the end it's like, also I have been paid.
Oh, good. Remind us of the
Why
healthcare
don't you sell
system.
the
Yeah.
house? Use the money to take care of your dad.
Hey, Lids.
Give it to me.
I wish I could.
I don't know who
but
this
it's in a
Alzheimer
trust
guy
fund
is,
with
Doggy,
Mom's
but
family.
I'll kick his
I'm not
ass.
allowed to sell it until I come of age. Until I come of age. What?
Inside jokes, folks.
Dirty mouth
Don't
for
worry.
16-year-old sister.
When's it? When I'm when I'm 21, 5 long years. Who fucking talks like this?
I've been taking care of your father.
Who
for this
talk- yeah,
long,
who
I don't
talks
know
like
what
this?
the matter is. But now the audience knows. That's what's important.
Hey, Daddy, it's me. There must
I
be
came
some.
of age.
There must be some way to get you money. I wish, but my grandma hated my dad. Her lawyers made sure he wouldn't get a penny after my mom died.
It's good they're expulsing this.
Yes.
Exposition,
Grandma Garcia never imagined her
exposition.
precious daughter would die so young and so tragically. My dad was driving. It was an accident. She always blamed him, and then she has pictures of bills on her bed.
To be fair, if he was driving, then it very well might have been his fault. Yeah. He would be the one. to
Yeah,
blame
he's
the
not. That's
accident or not.
fair.
So there's a cat in the poster in the background, get it?
That's like the
Of course, there's a
science
cat.
Jesus, this is so surface.
Bruce and I were made for each other. I like cats. He likes pikas.
But the nurse is right. There has to be a way to get my money. And then, oh my god, it cuts her waving to Bruce. Oh, shit.
What
That
the
was so
fuck?
unintentionally fucked up. It's gotta be a way to get my money. And then, oh, Bruce. Hey, Bruce. Welcome back to Gotham. Welcome back to the circus.
What? I can't hear you.
What?
I can see your box moving, but squinting at me or is it just Chinese?
Gotham High School, all of the cats.
Oh, it's
Oh, Lord,
So subtle.
Oh my god.
It's so fucking
it's about as subtle as a freight train.
Hilariously, like that sums up this whole topic.
As subtle as the bat bed.
Batman.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to a classic American high school. Yeah, fuck all. No matter how many feel-good guidance counselor approved.
Stop sounding like you're from a CW show.
The fight
Dead
are
ass.
as rigid
Oh my
as
God.
the rules that govern. The jocks never
God.
sit with the nerds.
fucking-
The joiners
the
hate the
fucking
slackers. But
narration
everyone
just,
worships
like,
the rich
I
and
wanna
beautiful
sleep.
people. Why
But you're
not?
not rich. You can't even take care
I'd
of your
rather
dad.
have Cole Sprouse
You've
narrate this
established that you
shit.
don't have that money.
Oh my god, you poor bitch.
God, this is
Oh
putting
my
me
God,
to
look at the
putting me
profile.
to
It's like
sleep.
he's shitting him. Just like he's just farting. Is
Oh.
that supposed to be just billowing in the breeze of the inside?
And so is Bruce. Except
Who turned on the fan in here?
a member of his own club.
Somebody
With
open a
only one
window,
member. He said
please.
member twice. Loser is just another loner with an N, isn't it?
No.
What?
Loser is just
Wait,
a
what?
loner with an N, isn't it?
That doesn't.
What? That doesn't make sense.
Oh,
What does she think?
If I understand, loser is just loner with an N. Did they mean
That just
to say
sounds.
loner
That
is
just looks like
loser
a
with
bad
an N?
typo.
Oh my god, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's a huge fuck up.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't make sense even if they said that, because it'd be like, you mean replacing S with N, right? Not just adding an N. But even then, they fucked up the words.
Losner.
Losner.
You're such a
It should
Losner.
be, it should
Lozner.
be loner.
Would you like a
loser
lozenge?
with an N.
Yeah.
Not loser is
Or
just
it's
loner with an N.
Losner.
I don't know why they wrote it that way.
Lesnar?
Loser
Uh-oh.
is just loner. No, loner
If it's
already
in that
has the
context,
N.
it should be without
Stupid
an
Catwoman.
N.
Say what you will about Arkham Prep, Bruce received a
Who
fine
wrote
education.
this comic?
His education at Gotham High is going to be a
Some
bit
chick,
different.
some chick who thought it was a bright
I've already
idea to
taken
get Lily,
AP Chem and
Lily
AP
Palmer
Physics,
on
so why am I in
biography.
first year biology?
Someone who wanted to combine DC Comics with Gossip
And
Girl.
he's still wearing his trench coat like a fucking school shooter.
What would Jesus do? They just put a.
Oh my god,
Even though-
that's, no!
Even though we already have
There's
something
a-
similar with Archie Comics, though, to be fair, at least Riverdale's starting to get better.
Class's Intro to French Bats.
I like how they're writing we. French.
The French oui.
Take a picture, it'll last longer.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
I was joking. Interested in photography club,
Oh
are
my
you?
I'm
god.
not that interested.
It's like he said I'm not interested.
I'm not interested.
I like a guy who speaks in double negatives.
What else do you like?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I wouldn't not want to.
Jesus.
What is with the double negative?
Meets this afternoon. I won't not see you there.
I don't fucking know!
Shut up!
He's like,
Not you win, but like the damn dialogue.
Yeah, and then
I was gonna say I probably deserve that.
Can't wait to show her my disco.
Oh come on! Oh come!
This is
Oh
school?
come on!
He's
Wait
not a
out! Oh come on!
Should've
Wait.
used the wider
Oh come on!
lens.
Wait out! I
Teacher,
didn't say to
I'm
shut
sorry,
up.
what is this preparing us for in the real world?
By the way, the first frame, I thought we were like outside
God, I
in the
forgot what they.
market in the night.
Oh, I forgot what they did to Joker.
I don't know. Yeah,
Oh
I
my
guess we're in a red
God.
room.
What?
Hey,
You look at it. You look
I
at
know,
you look at that
Selena.
hipster.
Don't you remember me?
Selena, but you're so different.
Dirty lips.
There's a tonal pause after so.
But you're so different.
Did you have
Do you know my uncle is gay?
like
Is it me or does he
Well,
like your
eventually we all
character?
grow up. At least some things.
Yada
never
yada does
change.
it.
Remember this?
The angel Bethesda.
Just give him a weird hat and more
Angel blessed the
buckles on his
waters
belt, and he'd
everyone
be
who dips in the fountain is healed. It's one
Jotaro.
of my favorite places in the city.
You don't like things.
Parents are dead. You're not getting to like things.
Yeah, I love it too. Before my dad got sick, my family used to go almost every weekend.
Well, there you go. You
Well,
stopped
maybe you
visiting the
should've
healing
fucking-
waters.
Yeah, then maybe you should
Someone flip the switch and ruin all these photos
Put
right
him in
now.
a wheelchair and just launch his ass.
Oh no!
What the
Joker
fuck?
refers to Selena as
S, yeah.
Ah, classic.
S? No, that's his wicked sense of humor that he's known
Early
for.
Tyler
Yes,
Perry.
William, look at this. I think I used the wrong lens.
Oh sure.
Wait, that means if someone's name was Wayne, he'd say W, but that's 3 times as long as just saying Wayne.
You'd shorten it to W.
It's
Say
just
real
a
fast.
W. Hey, Dub.
Hey, Dub.
I would lighten it. Here, use a damper.
Yeah, good idea. I'll try that.
I haven't been to the park in a while. Thinking I'd go this weekend, maybe.
I have a better idea. There's a party tomorrow night
So
in
let
Bowery.
me ask
You should
this:
come.
do you think use Jack Napier's hair to teach the Pythagoras' theorem?
I made that up just now.
I
Here we
mean, the
go.
sides of
Just
two
another
triangle
Saturday
are
night at the Bowery.
equal to the
Everyone who's
remaining
anyone's
side.
here, and there's nothing
Yep.
my friend Jack loves more than a party.
Because in that angle, it looked like that.
I'm not very good at math.
Except a game of cards. Oh god.
That was my ace.
If the password is Bethesda, the backup password is microtransaction.
Bethesda,
They're playing
who
Yu-Gi-Oh!
we just happened to be talking about. They just
Now
had
you've
a
activated my
photo
trap
of
card.
the
Ha, ha, ha.
statue randomly, and he was like, "Remember this?" He's like, "Oh yeah, that's the angel Bethesda. Everyone knows that. Come to this party later. The password happens to be Bethesda, the name of that angel we were just talking about randomly."
Look at this
Joker's got
lineup.
4 jacks. Get it?
Oh, I didn't know Bethesda
no.
was actually the name of an
Because
angel.
they're
Oh, my
J's.
bad.
Oh,
I reiterate, the
but
true
Joker's an
password is
actual card in the game.
microtransaction.
No.
Oh, no. His name is
The
Jack,
true
he has
password is
4
it
jacks.
just
No.
works.
It also has a 2 that represents the duality of man.
The only
the
problem
true
is
password is
Jack
pack
can't win
opening.
them all. Or can he?
One of a kind is
True password is
incredibly
glitches.
lucky.
Or
Pay an extra $10 and you can have Todd Howard come out of your computer screen and then kick you in your most sensitive bits.
Also, did you mention that?
Or have Phil Spencer
0.17%
just tells you the wonders of
There's a
Xbox.
Joker on top and the J on the bottom.
For a poor person, he really has like a
Trust me, guys. I'll be here all day with these gaming jokes.
Listen, if someone actually showed up wearing this weird,
I think we
denim
all
vest
will be.
with buttons on it, you could call it a faggot.
He's a poor person.
Oh!
Look at all my flair.
They said it, not us.
The fish is on the hook.
Let's reel him in.
Look who I ran into. Room for one more.
Game on. You know how to play Final
Yeah, it's
Fantasy?
Yu-Gi-Oh! GX now.
Always.
Queen takes the crown.
And then some other person.
Who's it?
Follow
her. Follow her.
Anyone going to Coachella next week?
Oh my god!
As a result of that person
Dear
saying,
Lord.
forget it, I'm out.
No. It's because he's
Let's
noticing,
just
like,
cram
the
all these cultural
Oh.
references in
the
this
ones
one
that are
panel.
looking at the table, literally right next to him in the open. Like this is, they're trying to be like, wow, Bruce is really observant, but like, no, this black guy, the bald dude, is sitting right next to him, and he's holding these fingers up in front of his chest, and the other dude across from the table is holding up the one right in front of. How do you not see this?
Just sitting in front of him, it's like, what are you doing with your fingers?
He had
Are
a
you okay?
poster of Sherlock in his room, Rags, okay?
Maybe you won't go to Coachella after all.
You gonna keep folding? Go
Yeah,
big or
just
go home,
to my
man.
billions.
Why would anyone go
Oh,
big
this
for a
hurts
weekend
my
tomorrow?
brain.
My mind is melting.
That needs to be dissected. Why would anyone go big if they could go home?
I think he was just trying to burn Joker because he's
Yeah,
poor.
I guess saying Joker's poor, and so
Does Joker not have a home?
I don't know. So it's just awkward.
We don't
either
know
way.
much about
He's like, yeah, he's
anyone
like, you gonna
apart
keep
from
playing the game? He's
Bruce
like,
in
you're
this
hopeless.
story so far.
All we know is that Jack is poor. Selena needs money.
You saw that?
And Bruce is forever a
I think it's
Nedlord.
really interesting how
Yeah.
Jack in this
Yeah.
picture right here. They
And
decided
quick
that
question:
because he's
how
such
the
a
hell
smooth
can
talker, they
Jack
give
go
him
to
a
school if he's
Oh,
homeless?
look at that fucking chin.
I have no
The
idea.
game is 5 cards stats.
Wait.
Jesus to the sky. We're going all in, baby.
Isn't education
You in?
supposed to be mandatory, or is that only in Britain?
I think this might be only in Britain because I've heard, I haven't
true, well,
seen
it's
a
like-
homeless person go to school as a kid, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
Not laughing now, are you?
Played before.
Stop doing that with the face
Four
thing!
threes and an ace.
I don't
So
understand the rules
another
of this
four of a
game.
kind.
Your face
everybody's
stopped
cheating a little bit
morphing,
of
sir.
I guess.
Players don't get played.
Do you only talk in aphorisms?
Do you only ask questions and never answer them?
Wait.
Hang on here. Look at
Why
this.
are you
Look through this.
answering questions with questions?
Oh shit!
Like the Mona Lisa, but shitty.
That's the kind of shit
It's
we
the
draw
Mona
on
Lisa having been left in the sun. Like,
Oh
Come on, I
god!
can't take all our money and walk away, right, Selena? It's going to give me a chance to win it back.
another billion wouldn't hurt, I guess.
A billion, huh? Maybe I'll play this round. Texas Hold'em, Queen's Wild.
You just changed your card game rules while
Oh my! Look how
playing.
short he is. Look how
Oh, shit! How the hell did you get that outfit?
What's wrong with his pants?
It disappeared.
His hips are squared.
Okay, you guys need to absorb this. Look at the dude who's sitting down with the purple shirt to the left of him, right? They're almost the same height. That guy's sitting
It actually looks like two small children.
Bad angle.
Like if Jack stood up, he'd be twice as tall as Bruce.
I'm wearing my
Oh my
daddy's
God.
coat.
Selena's also a midget. Alright then.
Do you need a step stool, little boy?
Loser buys breakfast.
Whoever drew this
Dan,
doesn't
I'm
know
Read 'em and weep,
doesn't know
suckers.
scaling
She
very
has
well.
four
Yeah, he doesn't
aces?
understand proportions, to be perfectly honest.
I was like, loser buys breakfast. Done.
What is wrong with their fingers?
Nice, like, good.
I guess the game is
Anybody
immediately
notice
over.
that?
It was just like,
What happened to Bruce's face again?
He started off with four jacks. Then
What the fuck is
Bruce
up with those
got
fingers?
four threes. And she,
Oh my
she has to be
God.
the best of them all, of course.
Jeez.
4 aces.
Like, playing games with
Aces high.
would be
I
boring
can't-
as fuck.
I can't pass judgments because my hands need work, but
I'd be like,
Jesus.
"You absolutely.
What is wrong with her
Statistically, this is, like,
fingers?
insane.
Sheesh, you always win, ass. Fucking ass.
It's,
That's why I
it's
never-
like her hand sort of splits off in the middle.
Bruce Wayne.
John Napier. Friends call me Jack. Do you always
Also, make up your damn
Okay.
mind. Does your shirt have sleeves or does it not have
And
sleeves?
something tells me we're going to be friends.
Or do your clothes automatically transform like the Venom
The
suits?
Joker, they
Wait,
aren't
wrong
gonna be friends.
franchise.
Why does Bruce look constipated?
Oh, who wrote
Ah.
this? Einstein?
Jack
Bruce,
meant what he
just go
said.
to the bathroom or take some laxatives, man.
Metal is it?
You need to go. You need to go.
Yeah, jeez.
Means
Appreciate
more
his
like
voice
motorcycle.
acting.
Yeah, asshole. That's Randy guy number 5.
Oh, this? No. It's
What
not available in the States. My uncle brought it back from Hong Kong.
Oh my god, are you okay?
Isn't that gonna be a problem
That
if you need,
panel!
like, have
My
it
art is
serviced or
shit, but
repaired
I know how to
or
draw
upgraded
people
to meet
smaller
up
in a
with
small
this
panel.
supported it.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, you're triggering
My
me.
ears.
Oh god, you're small.
Really
Oh god, small thing.
It's really
Woman,
gay.
I'm
Mr. Wayne,
I'm
I
sorry,
have your
it's
botanese
just,
to
ugh.
green bowl. No, I just want
As
to
someone
read that.
trying to improve their art, my OCD is starting to kick in.
Right.
And you guys seen the steps I took with my last sketch the other night.
I want
I
everyone to
didn't
know
know
I'm
people
vegan
people in
cancer.
school were allowed to
Oh,
order Uber
Vegan's got wild
Eats.
salmon in there.
Oh.
Drew's
Yeah, he-
worth
Yeah, he
Uni,
needs to-
university, maybe. School?
Yeah,
Not
not
so
high
much.
school.
Mostly a
Yeah,
criminal.
college, yes. High school, no.
Fuck
Because
that. He's gonna say it wrong.
before I had to take an on-campus hiatus,
I mean, he does have a
a
show.
classmate
It's
and
quinoa.
I would
It's
always
quinoa.
walk
That's how you
down
pronounce it.
the street to Denny's to grab her lunch.
Kui Noah. It's a Kui Noah.
Then you try.
Who do you think you are, Sean Penn from Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Yeah,
My uncle's also Don't give him ideas.
Also very
Ah.
fucking code.
Everybody order pizza.
It's a good thing I had my sweat glands surgically removed.
My ass cheeks are boiling right now. Bruce Wayne doesn't have any friends. Bruce Wayne has followers.
Wow.
It's hard to make friends.
How many
when your
followers
clothes
does Bruce
cost
Wayne have
more
on
than
Twitter?
Working families make in a year.
What the fuck did he buy?
This is hurting my brain.
It's that dinosaur leather.
Seriously,
Don't worry,
bro.
Normal
Don't worry,
people
the power
can't just
cleanser is
buy
almost
real
there.
leather. That's something only billionaires can.
Are we at the part where I'm going to be interested?
He's like
talking about all these
Well,
Twitter
I don't know
follows
about
and such.
I don't know about
I know you.
interested, but hilarity.
That's Harvey Dent.
Oh God, okay.
Harvey Dent.
Why
look,
am I
the
being
reflections
reminded
go
of
lying down his
random
face.
Oh, that's
Oh my
speech
God.
that he
That's
said
Wait,
against?
that's Harvey
certain
Dent!
Weird that the
Wait
lines
a minute!
are the same distance apart,
What
so
the
that they
fuck?
can have that.
I forgot about this.
For that imagery, but that's all right.
Excuse me,
Name's
what's up
Harvey
with
Dent.
that?
This is slick,
What's up
man.
with his
Real
face?
slick.
Why the hell
It's
is like a
supposed to be a
JoJo?
reflection in the mirror.
Known before
Yo, why the hell is
Window.
like a
He's
JoJo villain?
repressing his big gay.
No, he's
Oh, I
just
see.
he's got leather withdrawals. Look at me.
You
I'm
thought it was someone with
I'm the richest kid
scoliosis,
in
but it
Gotham.
is actually I, Dio!
Okay, cool.
Oh my God, he's being a 5-year-old.
Oh.
Can you give me my jacket, please?
No idea when part 3 is gonna come out, but when it shows, oh, you know damn well I'm gonna share it.
That hurt my soul.
Oh God.
By the way, I'm not laughing at y'all misery. I'm just laughing at the fact that
What did we just watch?
I don't know.
you watched a poor attempt of reconnecting with characters, but in hindsight, it made you feel like, why is this the thing?
And
What
there's
if it-
already there are already school life ones from DC that are way better. Or from indie companies. The Umbrella Academy is so much better. Just go read that, folks.
Whatever anybody does,
And
do not
and
share
Gotham
this with
Academy. Because there was one called Gotham Academy that was actually decent.
Yeah. I do remember that one.
Yeah, read that one. To avoid this, read that one. Because that one's actually good.
Take it for take this comic from your local stores. Don't pay for it. Then light it on fire. Don't give them the review. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Don't listen to me.
Use it for the compost pile.
No.
Don't even use it for toilet paper.
No.
What about for Tinder for campfires?
That's
That
acceptable.
Anyway.
All right.
Aside from that,
get
I'm at your
Zero.
palette cleanser. So.
Oh,
Alright.
hang on! I just got to find it.
It's right under.
Oh yeah, got it.
It's right under my angry kitty and filthy Frank.
Good old Figaro.
All right. I'm at 0.
I'm at 0.
Ditto.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Prepare for kitten cuteness. Play.
Oh.
Look how teeny they
Oh
are.
God! Look at those eyes.
Oh.
You can never go wrong with kittens. I think that little one fell asleep while eating.
Those eyes are just so precious.
How old do you reckon they are? A couple of days?
Yeah, it says 3rd day after their birth. So about 3 days old.
Yeah, they don't.
Oh my
tend
God.
They don't tend to open their eyes properly till about a week or 2, give or take.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of Kitten Academy videos, and like, I don't know, the 3rd video, their eyes are open.
Yeah, and they can't move around properly till they're at least 2 months old.
You can do with your paws. Speaking of cats, where's Navi at?
Oh, he's asleep on the kitchen table.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh my god, look at that.
It's so cute.
Oh.
Go on the table, buddy. Aww.
It's so precious.
And you can hear them purr if you listen carefully.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
I figured we needed something a little wholesome.
Oh, look at it! Look at his tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Especially since
God.
especially since until they're at least 5 months, they don't get all their teeth yet.
No.
Aww.
That would explain Rufus's situation when he was 5 months.
Yeah, they don't get their adult teeth till around then, which was why I had to get a wireless cord to begin with, because Navi kept chewing through the mice that I did buy with wires. It was just a good thing for him that, one, he didn't get hurt, and two, the fact that the mice I had bought were $5.
Hmm.
Like, hey, come on, give me some.
That is just adorable.
It's like, move over, I'm hungry. You're hogging it all. Mom!
There's more than one nipple. Come on.
But I
think
want that one!
No, this one has more milk.
I think
You're gonna
I
get-
heard somewhere where
You
that
can get fat.
I heard that when kittens are born, they have special. The mother usually assigns them to specific nipples when they're suckling.
Aww.
Aw, that's so
Didn't know that one.
Well, that's a good thing. That way they all get enough to eat.
Mhm.
Look at those teeny tiny little toe beans.
Especially compared to the size of their mother.
Aw.
Mom, this doesn't have nipples. I want food. Like, you will lie down and go to sleep.
Yeah, that's right, internet. Y'all still love me.
So cuddly.
Mom, where'd you go? Mom. Oh my! Look, it said Mom. Mom.
I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom.
Reminds me of an episode of Doctor Who where I think they were in the year 5 billion, and in the back there was like the Doctor ended up in this futuristic car, and right in the back was a nest of kittens, and they actually got a sound recording of a cat going, which they actually used in the actual episode.
That was nice.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It was so cute.
Mm-hmm. Were there any other topics to cover tonight, or was that it?
There were more, but given we've kind of gone over time anyhow, end it here in a moment. Dan says, how the heck is this a Batman story? MJ, can I make recommendations for some creepypasta audio readings or any Halloween stuff for the SKL crew to watch this October? Co92 says, I can already see people requesting this to Linkara. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Loudy.
If he ever uploads it.
I mean, he's being consistent right now. He's uploading a lot of his stuff for Halloween.
Aaron is our kitty. Sorry, folks, I was away making a snack and came back to this. It's all good. Wow, that Malika has beautiful turquoise eyes. Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like I say, this is probably as good a place to end it whilst we're still got reasonably good steam. Until next week, I have been the Knight.
I've been the awesome one.
I've been the snarky, crazy cat lady.
I've been the cybernetic but energetic Zen Master.
And I have been Steven.
See you next week, folks.
See y'all.
Until next time.
Ciao for
Bye-bye.
now.
Okay.